Radio.
Hello and welcome to the InfernaLAN monthly tournament number 4, brought to you by LANFest InfernaLAN and Northwest Esports. We are back again with another month. I'm your host, Tessa Tickles, and we are about to go live with the semifinals and finals, where teams are competing to win a $300 prize pool. We have two teams competing against each other in the upper semifinals. Astra Crutchers versus DNA Diff. Let's get some hype up in the chat throughout the tournament. Throw some emojis, throw in all your fun memes and get everyone riled up. If you haven't heard of LANFest, LANFest has been building healthy communities throughout gaming for over 20 years. We're in 15 different states with 18 chapters, all supporting the local gaming community. Your contribution helps us continue to host gaming events across the US. These events support charities local to each chapter. And what can be more fun than gaming for a cause? So, I'd like to introduce you to our wonderful and most amazing casters that'll tell you more about the tournament and more about the LANFest organization, Haughtsauce and Thunder. Let's get an introduction from them.
Hi guys, and welcome. Super excited to be here for the fourth tournament here, joined with Thunder McFadden. How you doing tonight, brother?
Yeah, Haughtsauce, I'm really excited to be here with you. Super excited. I have loved working with LANFest. I've been able to do a couple of streams with them, and it's always fun, always working for a great cause. And yeah, just super happy to be here. Very excited to cast with you, my friend. I think we're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great time. InfernaLAN and Northwest Eastern Esports do a lot of great things here, and they've actually got a really cool donor drive going on tonight, guys. The top fundraiser is going to win a Razer or not a keyboard. So create your fundraiser. You can fundraiser. You can have other people donate it to it, and again, that top person going to win an awesome gift here tonight. But we definitely have an exciting game coming up here in that upper semifinals. Astra Crutcher is going to be taking on DNA Diff, and we did have late news that the Astra Crutchers are going to have a sub, so definitely interested to see if that's going to affect him here tonight, Thunder.
Yeah, you know, always, if you have to make a last-minute switch or that type of thing, you never know how that's going to affect your team. Doesn't matter the esport, but especially in Valorant, right? You know, if you have a key part of your 5-man, 5-person lineup, whatever it is, a substitution can mean something great, can mean something awful, anything in between, obviously, you know. These guys, obviously, they've played together, so it's not going to turn out terribly or something like that. But I think as we get into the day and as we get into the games, that's really when we're going to be able to tell. Obviously, get onto the maps and see how the pushes and how the defense is stacking up, and that. So we'll see if that substitution makes a difference. I don't know that it will, but then we go from there, right?
Yeah, and we can see a little bit of stats on the screen there as well. Neon coming out ACS 291, looking pretty phenomenal over there. That KDA 22, 14, and 4 with 4.25, first bloods, which is just phenomenal. Of course, Raging Asian, who's going to be filling in, I believe, for Kaz with the 182 there, 11, 10, and 7. So I'm not sure 3 first bloods. I know Raging Asian was the substitute for Kaz. So I don't know if some of those stats might have been Kaz's there. But at any rate, both of these guys up here in that upper finals. I know Astra hasn't lost as well. So definitely excited to see who wins here in this best of 3. And that loser going to be going down to take on D2E in that loser semifinals to battle out then for that final championship. Going to be an exciting night here with you tonight.
Yeah, can't wait to get into it. You know, you mentioned the donations, right? If you all are looking to donate tonight, we're trying to raise money for LANFest so we can continue to put on these events for you, right? We have 18 chapters across 5 different states with LANFest, and we do all kinds of different events that are raising money for things like food banks, animal shelters, children's hospitals, right? All of these type of things. So if you are interested in donating, or if you know somebody who can, you want to direct them over to lanfest.donordrive.com or check out our merch, lanfest.com/merch. Check out all of that stuff because, again, what we do, we are a community of gamers that is out to support our own individual communities and communities across the nation, right? We love gaming and we want to offer opportunities for people to not only enjoy what they do and what we do, but also do it for a great cause. So love it. Love working with the organization. And
Yeah.
yeah, we're back into it tonight. There's more we can.
Yeah, not just InfernaLAN, but Northwestern Esports, also a gaming community there, competitive gaming community, excuse me, in the Pacific Northwest, and they do all kinds of tournaments: CS:GO, PUBG, Valorant, Brawlhalla, Rocket League. So make sure we check them out as well. NWES Sports, or excuse me, NWEsports.org. But we are loaded into this first map here, and anything you expect to see from the attacker or defending side here on Haven?
You know, look on a map like this with how long A can be covered and long C can be covered by the snipers. You know, your pushes have to be really, really effective. They do dangerous things. So I'm where they're
Yeah, I mean, we can see him beginning to push up mid here early. It's, once you get the bomb down on this site, a lot of times it's easy to back off and maintain that control of that plant. But again, they're going to be forced back here. Some good use utility. And it does look like they're going to have to back off, maybe rotate over towards this garage where we can see Peter's waiting. It looks like he's got that shorty in hand. Here comes the peak, and Peter able to pop one. He gets the double kill, and Iko able to find that trade there onto Banana, but Peter with a triple kill before he's traded out by Dubbin, and what a phenomenal start here as Dubbin does find that double kill.
That Dubbin headshot was absolutely massive. Look at this. Attackers now. Look, that push was very well defended on the B site. Super well defended right there. I mean, there was nothing doing trying to get in there, and now on the rotation, I mean, they got to try to make something of this in the 2v2 right now.
Yeah, they're able to get the bomb down, though. Good rotation coming over to that A site. Able to get the bomb down. Of course, we can see, Astra and Sova coming up long, short A combo here as Cypher begins to rotate over toward Heaven, trying to hold these angles. We can see Soup again pushing up long A, but, all in all, it could be a tough retake here. A little bit of utility left. We can see the shock dart coming out from Dubbin here, and again, up long A as well. And we're going to get the trade from Dim Sum and Iko, and now on a 1v1 up top from Heaven. He's in a tough position. He's going to have to try to get out of that Heaven. Astra's going to be able to hear him fall from Heaven. That's going to be the cue. Pros don't fake it. And there it is with the clutch and the kill. What a play from Dim Sum.
Man, great play from Dim Sum right there. And for Cypher to stay up in Heaven like that, Cypher initially made the move for Hell, and I was like, man, in a 2v2, you don't want to go there. Goes up to Heaven, but just waits too long. Does not expect the defuse to keep going. Expects some sort of fake. That was not a fake, as you said. And now we are into this round number 2. Huge for the defense.
Interesting to see here, too, as well. We can see they are going to force on this defensive side here. I think I saw 4 Spectres in hand, and now flying around here, of course, Dubbin trying to drone in, get a little intel. Cypher on site, and Cypher does so well at holding the C site here by himself.
He does. This map is just like made for Cypher on the C site. All of his utility works so well there. He can hold it himself and deter the team without even being there.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we can see, though, rotating through grass here, now starting to get that push back toward B site. Now, they did that the last round as well. Utility kind of pushed them off, but right now, B site fairly open if they are able to get this initial pick here. We can see Sova over there in that A-link holding. Here comes the dart, though. Now the push as well, and some good use of utility to get on this site, following that Phoenix in there, trying to bait that out as well, and plenty of time to take the site. Bomb should go down with ease. There's Dubbin with a beautiful kill from that Frenzy, and now the Molly coming out, though, and the fire just on the other side. He escapes with 15 health.
So close. Oh, wow, that Molly just half a foot closer, and he's gone.
Yeah, but again, just a couple quick kills there, and now Soup able to get this easy defuse. And again, a phenomenal display here on the retake from this defending team.
You know, we talked about how hard it is to defend on this map, and when you get going and you have... when you win the first 2 pistol rounds on this map as a defense, it makes it that much more difficult for the offense, right? So they have the utility now, they have the money advantage, and this is going to, it's going to take a serious effort out of our attacking team here.
Yeah, you know, they saved well, though. They are able to come away with that full buy. They got a couple kills there, put a little bit of a damper on the economy of this defending team. We can see a couple Spectres, some Sheriffs in hand. So all in all, this is definitely a winnable round now for this attacking team here. We can see him set up to possibly press toward mid. Nick there in that window can possibly throw a blind, but a huge flash, able to find two, and they clean up easy down here on long A.
What a fantastic push to get a couple of frags right there, and now moving onto the site. Being careful, maybe even a little too careful, I think. They can push here.
Yeah, you see the trap up into heaven, tries to block it off. Soon finds one. Iko Varsov with a double kill and a beautiful trade. Going to drop that plant down, get that little extra cash there. And phenomenal round win from them. It really, on paper, though, they had the weapons. It was a round that they should have won, and they were able to capitalize.
Yep, that offensive push was very, very nice. They get through, and honestly, you know, in that moment, I said, man, I feel like they can be a little more aggressive here. They weren't, and that was the right move. The right move was to push in a little bit slower, go in with everybody, and there you go. They take a round and put themselves right back in this.
Yeah, just a phenomenal job. Now we can see him kind of cheating over toward the C site, though. And early all coming out from Sova, trying to get some intel as well. And sometimes it works out in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. But here, unable to find anything, and looks like they're going to push up long C here.
Yeah, and what a great push onto the C site now. Major player advantage here. This is fantastic.
All right, sorry, I had a little technical issue of my own here. I'm going to take over for a second, Thunder.
No problem at all. They are holding this here on the C site. Waiting, seeing if this Jet and this Sova can make anything happen, but in a 2v5, it is going to be a hard press right here.
There we go. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's a difficult to get the retake 2v5, and you'll see they start to back off site. The other team knows this as well. You see them trying to save those weapons over there in A, but we do have Cypher on the hunt there. We've got looks like Jet and Sova tucked away on that A site. Cypher's just going to hang tight, see if they want to peek near the end, but they are going to be able to hold on to those weapons.
Yeah, defenders, you know, in a situation like that, you just want to get out of there. You do. You want to save your weapons, you want to save your utility, everything that you have, and just wait it out, right? Valorant is such a long game. And at the end of the day, saving those weapons, it could make the difference here for the next couple of rounds and by the end of the game. That's huge. That's huge. Who did I see has an op right now?
Yeah, that was Jet. That's why he saved, actually, because a lot of times you don't get as much money if you do opt to save. But when you have a weapon like an op, Sova had the Vandal as well, already had that full armor. So in that situation, it's okay to it's okay to just tuck back in there, save those up, and now we'll see him with that flash. Tries to peek mid. Oh, early op shot coming out. Just trying to time that flash right, but Phoenix, just smart enough not to peek there.
Yeah, and using that flash to pull and make it so, I mean, what you're doing to the defending team is making them show their cards, right? Now you know, hey, everybody get out the way. Op B, we're moving to A or C. Let's go.
Yeah, and it's the right call. You see how Asher cheated over there toward that B site. You know, they left one alone here on A site. Here comes the utility. Dion able to find that first easy kill. Dim Sum up to heaven here, trying to be patient. Bomb going to go down from Dubbin with ease. And here comes the rotation. But again, a beautiful push, able to get a couple early kills and just kind of give them the numbers here as Peter tries to come back with that operator.
Yeah, the offense is really turning it up here. They've figured out what the defense has got. They figured out how to react to it, and they put together a really, really nice couple of successful rounds. I'm looking in the chat here. This is a best of 3. Our first two games are best of 3 today, and then it's best of 5 for the finals. Right, Haughtsauce?
Yes, that's absolutely right. So best of 3 here. Same for the finals of that losers bracket. And then the winner in that best of 5 will have that one map, that winner's advantage, of course. But that final will be a best of 5. Looking forward to that. But again, both teams here now battling back and forth, all tied up at 2-2 as Dubbin able to grab a kill. But again, this is another attacker round 1. And Dubbin is going to fall to the bomb there. But a lot of weapons retained. And right now, this attacking team is looking very strong.
They sure are. Neon picking up that op there at the end, you know. I mean, that's just big brain plays, making sure you get out and hold the point, right? Hold that point. And they do. You know, if you have to drop a player, that is how it happens. But really, the round is so much more important than that. And then to be able to, at the end, come out with a couple of guns, great work. Great work. This attacking team has found the rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, 2-3 now. Both these teams, I don't think either of them have lost a game up into this point. And so DNA Diff here right now making all the difference as they are up by 1. Now pressing here again, trying to get a little intel through this garage area as Banana Strangler able to push on and through. And now Aversive outside, trying to get some intel here at B. They do like the same to push. They start to push that B mid. And then they are quick to fall off it if they need to. But so far, they've done a great job of kind of creating some early rotations from this defending team.
They have. They're forcing them out of their comfort zone, right? As the defending team takes the first couple of pistol rounds, right? It did look like they had something put together that was going to make this map tough. But at the end of the day, this offense has really turned on, like I said. And now making this push, this is good stuff coming in with that op.
Yeah, he's just trying to ease his way in here, trying to find another early pick. Everybody still has five people alive left. So again, just trying to not be overly pushy here. Find that early pick. See if you can get that intel, and they've done a good job so far of getting them to bite. But we'll see if they're able to hold out here.
30 seconds.
You're right, and as we look at the map too, ooh, a couple of frags coming out quick. The spike goes down.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, it was just a phenomenal placement from Soup there on that Astra Crutcher's side. He was sitting, he held the angle, they have the intel, able to find some kills, but again, they get that trade. There's Dim Sum on the alt. Nick gonna find the trade as well. Phoenix did have the intel on that site, and we'll see if he flashes out, pushes. There's Banana, and he finds the triple kill, the clutch the round, and what a play.
Huge play by the defense there. The Phoenix flashes, and then he pretends like he's going to go down. He fakes the plant, but he does not give himself enough time to get that kill, and they go down. Man, tying this thing up. That was a very, very nice defender round.
Yeah, again, it just shows you, it goes to show how good these two teams are battling back and forth here, all tied up in this upper semifinals bracket. And if it's anything for what we have in store tonight, I am most definitely excited.
Yeah, very, very even matchups, obviously, right here. These teams learning each other as they move through. Valorant is such a game of that, right? It's more like chess than it is like checkers, let's say. And it's so exciting to see what these teams are bringing.
Yeah, just the different strats that they run and the pressure on the different sites. Here we can see this time a full pressure on to A. Cypher now rotating back. We're trying to hold that flank as we can see Jet on the mini-map there as well, pushing that way. One up in heaven, though. That's Rageit trying to fire as one tucks behind the box. Aiko able to find one, and now dub it. The World of Hurt, 79 health, tucked behind that default spot. Spray to heaven, tries to find the dart, a little more intel, and back and forth. Neon with a double super trade, now dubbing, and just like that, it's all over.
It sure is. Look at these A-site attacks for DNA Diff, right? I mean, they are finding different ways to get to the site, but that is what they're focusing on. They're saying, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? They're able to effectively move on to the A site where they haven't been so much onto, I mean, they made it onto B site and that, but really A has been their bread and butter. Really, really nice stuff as they move in and they control that site.
Yeah, I mean, Astra Crutcher, AC here, the team AC is just doing a phenomenal job as well. But right now, it's DNA Diff that is making all the difference. And they are just doing a phenomenal job of baiting out these rotations. Just, again, not getting too overly aggressive. It's just been a phenomenal job of intel here, and or of utility, rather. And again, we see, you can see this defending team. They're rotating around. We have 3 outside B garage there, kind of cheating towards C and B. But really, this attacking team is just kind of keeping them guessing right now.
They are, and it's because they have to be, right? In a game where these two teams are so evenly matched and where the defense is so good, right? This D is coming through in the clutch a lot of times, so you have to, on offense, you kind of have to play slower, right? If you're playing against a defense that's really not holding up, you can make harder pushes, but these guys taking it slow, making it onto that site, and they get the spike down.
Yeah, and just a great use of that intel from Sova as well. Dashing on the site, there's Peter with a shorty in hand, and he's able to find one. Can he get another? Here comes the ult as well. Knives are flying, but it's dubbing, and Aiko with a triple kill there now. Now on a 2v1, Soup all alone, fakes, taps the bomb, or the spike rather, as he has that sheriff in hand, and here comes the dart. This is just a tough position for Soup, and it's going to be really tough for him to win this one.
Yeah, I mean, really just the defense right now playing for time so well. Oh, huge kill! Oh, and there it is, man. A 1v2. That is not a situation you want to be in when you are trying to when you're trying to achieve that defuse. But right there, what an effort with that sheriff down long C. Man,
Yeah,
great
just a
stuff, but
beautiful-
just not quite enough.
Beautiful, beautiful Wandy coming out there, but unfortunately couldn't find the other one. Just not enough time to defuse, either. We talked about he was just in a tough position there. And now we see that economy for this Astro Crushers team really, starting to, it's in pain. I think there's $100 across the board there for everybody. So this is really a do or die round for them. If they don't win this round, they're most likely lose the following round as well.
Yeah, they spent big because they have to, you want to come in with big firepower when you're in a position like this. This is the part of the game where it's starting to approach kind of the danger zone, right? You don't want to let them have more than maybe a 2-round lead before things start to get a little scary.
Yeah, they had a great early rotation there. They kind of fended that one off. The Phoenix ult into C, able to kind of bait that out. He does get the intel. We can see Jet on that fast rotation back toward B. She's able to hold B because they do have Cypher sitting here just outside Garden in A lobby, and he comes up with 2 huge kills to find an equalizer, able to get that trade, find the spike here as they push that A site, and they should be able to get this one down here.
Yep, they are, it's looking like they're going to be able to get down, but actually, Stubba takes the moment, gets, and goes down, ouch! Oh, brutal.
I mean, really, you're in a safe spot to plant there. I'm not sure why you didn't just go ahead and stick that one down, but unfortunately, they don't get the plant money either, and they are going to fall that round.
Yeah, we talked about it before that round, about, okay, the defenders going ahead, Astro Crutchers, and buying in big, coming in with the big firepower and saying, hey, we got to get this round, and they do. They do. Brings them right back into it. We have pretty much full, as far as econ, it's pretty evenly matched right now for both of these teams. Everybody coming in with some sort of decent weapon here, whether that is a Phantom or a Vandal. So this is going to be a very interesting round here.
Yeah, we see Peter with that auto shotty there, the judge, which works very well with Jet. Doesn't really lose that accuracy when you're in the air. So Jet able to hold down, be there with that judge, see if anything pops off over there as they do start to cheat toward this A site. We've got 2 ensuers there, one up toward long. Cypher starting to bring up the rear as well. And right now they've got Cypher alone on A. If they're able to push in here, this could be just a perfect timing and a perfect play call here for DNA Diff.
I think so. And I think maybe we'll see how it works out, but I think for Astro Crutchers, when they are primarily focusing on the A site, man, I don't know if Cypher is enough there, even with the amount of utility he has.
Yeah, they pushed C heavy last round before they rotated. They did something similar here. They had Sova dart over there. They had Sova with the Owl drone into garage. Everybody kind of cheating over that way. It also forced Cypher out of A heaven down toward B. They walked on the A site with ease, put the bomb down. But now the question at hand is, are they able to fend off this team here? Astra all coming out, and now we can see Phoenix waiting on the other side with the flash sprays coming in both directions. Raging Banana Neon now the double kill, and Dimsum able to clean up with a double kill of his own. And Sylvan Dubbin here all alone is gonna fall as well. And what a game we have here tonight.
Man, they get the defuse to even this up, 5 apiece. Wow. That was, it was a fantastic effort out of DNA Diff to get on the site, get the plant. That was a nice corner plant, okay? And they set up pretty decent. At the end of the day, that defense came in so strong, though, and I don't know if it was maybe DNA Diff having too many people in hell right there, not setting up quite for the angles where Astra was coming in, but man, a fantastic effort to even this thing up. It was great defense.
Yeah, I think DNA Diff was almost a little thrown off by how easy they walked on that site there. We can see, however, Cypher is over on C now. We do have Sova, Astra, it looks like, or Phoenix, excuse me, and Jet toward the A site. So again, both teams doing a great job here of kind of mixing up the strategy as well. But all in all, this attack, DNA Diff has done a great job of mixing up the strats and where they're attacking.
They have. At some points, it has seemed like they have leaned towards A, but now, you see on the garage push, it's things like this that you want to see on the offense, right? Making sure that the defense can't get into a rhythm with you. And are they going to get the plant here? Ooh!
Yeah, just a beautiful series of exchange of kills. Now the Silva ult coming out, gonna make sure to tap that default spot, force off the plant. There's Dubbin, able to get that spike down with ease, though. Now on a 2v3 situation as the defenders, Astro Crushers, find themselves once again in tough territory on a retake over here on C.
They do. Neon throws a couple of blind fires through that trap from Cypher, and they're holding this down really pretty solid right here. Oh!
Yeah, I mean, the smokes are going to come out. Her smokes are so subtle, though. The pings from your teammates coming out on bomb. Easy spray up. Cypher now able to rotate all the way around, up into garage, into CT, and they don't even know he's here. He's on that big flank. No, Jut turns, just misses him from behind. And what a play by Aiko.
What a massive rotation. That's so huge. Comes in from the back, getting those last frags to take it. I mean, this attack has been awesome. It has been really awesome for DNA Diff. And on a map like this, if you're going into the switch up by a round or two, great. But if you can keep it even, then you kind of have a feeling going into the opposite side of the map. You really do for the team that you're going up against. So nice work, really nice work out of DNA Diff in this one.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these maps are really hard to say whether they're attacking or defending based on, character selection and use of utility. But a lot of times having 3 bomb plants or 3, locations to plan at does make it rough. It kind of spreads out that defender side. So a lot of times the attackers can capitalize. But right now, both teams showing that it's anybody's ball game as we are 1 round away from halftime here. And we'll see if the Astro Crushers are able to tie this up.
It's looking like this 2v4 is not a super favorable one for attacker side. But as they move through garage, there's not really much of anybody on the C site, so they may have a chance to plant and set up here. And if they get a pick or two, it's a completely different game.
Yeah, unfortunately, Phoenix does have his ult over here for Team AC, and I think that's going to make it a lot easier for them. They're able to ult bait off of his ult as well. But, I think right now what this DNA Diff team is trying to do, they're trying to find a pick before the intel is there, before they get this bomb down. They'd really like to be able to locate somebody, find that kill before the intel is there. Unfortunately, it's not going to go their way. Asian able to find that one through the wall there. So Aversa will get the plant down, but, highly unlikely that he is able to clutch on this one here.
Yeah, it's going to take a massive effort as the other Phoenix ult comes in. They know where he's at. They see what's happening. Oh, and he goes down. Whew.
Yeah, just not enough time for him to be able to come back in the respawn. Just a great job as well of Cypher there to push down, knowing he's there. Just force it, push it, the W key all the way, and clutch the round, tie it up at halftime. 6-6. Phenomenal game we have here.
Yeah, super tight gameplay. We're seeing great rotations both out of the offense and out of the defense, as you have said. I can't wait to see what Astra is going to bring on the offense. I can't wait to see. And to the point of when you have this switch, you've already had 12 rounds of feeling out the other team, getting to know their playing style, right, and what guns they're bringing, what rounds they're bringing them in, all of that type of thing. So this is going to prove to be a set of 6 to 12 rounds that's going to be very, very tight and very competitive.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of times that's the difference too. You see some regular gameplay of Astra, in your regular silver gold lobbies, and a lot of people don't have the skill that these guys have. She's a very versatile player. She's really good at pulling people out from those angles. And, I'm always interested to see how these new players are using these new characters when they come into play. So definitely interested to see how they fend here on offense as they cheat toward that A side. But again, DNA Diff holding their own over there on offense. We'll see if they can do it here on defense as well.
To your point, yes, Astra can be a difference maker. Her orbs can take this, can pull people, yes. They can act as smokes. They can act as so many different things. She's so versatile. But it is a lot going on, right? So for... It's one of the more complicated agents to play. This is making great work of the Astra, though, as they hold this site.
Just a phenomenal job all the way around. You can definitely tell that the team has great chemistry as Neon finds one with a frenzy. Aversa gets a double there. Now Aiko, and just a little kill for everybody as they clean up. Soup left alone down here in short. The flash is coming out. The press. Soup able to find one. Can he get another? And he does. What a play here as he finds the double. No health for him. Him and Jet kind of battling it back and forth. A little cat and mouse. Time ticking away. Sova with the press. And what a play. What a play from Neon. If Sova would have peeked that, he actually would have had it. But that jumping shot allowed Neon the time to get off the bomb, finish the spray, and clutch the round.
That was so massive. What an insane fake out of Neon there. That was so epic. As Soup comes out, tries to make a move, but does it just at the wrong time. Like, literally, just at the wrong time. Oh, man. What a defense. That was fantastic.
Yeah, just a great job by them. But again, just tough positioning, and you know, it's hard to get out of a spot like that, but able to capitalize. They find themselves up by one here, taking that first round. And it's always a pleasure when you take that first round. You have a little comfort going into round two. Usually when you win that first pistol round, you are able to grab the second one as well.
Totally. I mean, a big momentum shift it can be for a team. Ooh,
Down mid.
couple of big picks there.
Yeah, just a nasty shot by Neon through the wall, actually, to claim that one. Nick with a headshot as well, back and forth. And now Astra, all that remains, able to find one, you know, on that eco round. All in all, you like to get 1 or 2 kills when you are on an eco round, maybe take a little money or weapons away from that other team. But right now, Astra's crutches trying to turn it on. Oh, yeah, and something happened, it looks like. So I don't know if you got that as well. I don't know if there's a lag issue. Maybe we're having some technical difficulties. But at any rate, guys, we do apologize. We'll hopefully get that sorted out for you here. You know, again, could have been technical difficulties. I don't believe a team would have surrendered. But in the meantime, I'll let you know a little bit about you know, InfernaLAN, Northwestern Esports. We do have some upcoming events here. Of course, the 5th Valorant tournament is going to be May 25th. And 26th, May 14th through the 16th, we have Lana Night, the LAN Wars. So a really cool gaming festival that's going to be held there. May 20th, another LANFest. They're going to be hosting on the Twitch again. So let's see. It says, tune in to see the longest road on the earth and win some keys. So they do a lot of awesome things. We got some more events coming up as well. We'll tell you a little bit about that. But I'm not sure, Thunder. My guess is we'll probably go to a short break as we try to get this ironed out.
Yeah, why don't we go ahead and do that? Yep, we do have some of those events like you mentioned coming up. Some big tournaments and small tournaments and things like that. But yes, I believe that is what I heard. We are going to a quick break here, and we will be right back with you folks as soon as we get everything worked out technically. Thank you for joining us, and stick with us.
Thanks, guys.
Delivering clock speeds of up to 5.3 gigahertz with 8 cores. Game at your best with up to 44% more frames per second. Record, stream, and share your gaming clips at blazing speeds. Make and export videos up to twice as fast thanks to the strength of 8 cores. Unlocked and overclockable to get maximum performance when you want it. Experience what high octane feels like with a 10th gen Intel Core i9 processor powered laptop.
Hey there, I'm Sarah from Thermaltake Australia, and this is the Thermaltake Tower 100. The Tower 100 has a small footprint. It's available in both a snowy white or black edition. The Tower 100 borrows the amazing qualities of the iconic Tower 900 that you came to love, but boasts plenty of unique features that make this mini tower case stand out from its big brother. Its modularity, versatility, and small footprint make the Tower 100 a case anyone can see their next ITX build in.
LANFest is community. LANFest builds and supports gaming communities to support charity. We have more than 25,000 attendees and 400 volunteers across 18 chapters that span 3 countries. LANFest is charity. Charity is at the core of what LANFest is. We've raised more than $1 million for charities nationwide. We support food banks, veterans, animals, hospitals, and so much more. LANFest is gaming. Come join LANFest.
Durandal, the blade of the most famous medieval knight, Roland, has been reforged into a modern weapon for true gamers. Meet the keyboard favored by Counter-Strike players around the world, Durandal Ultimate. Fitted with technologies that gamers trust the most. Let the Crimson Light be your guide through many battles to come. Make the most of your weapon and adapt it to your distinct fighting style. Focus on the game. Durandal will ensure easy access to everything you need. Tesoro, break the rules.
Get an upgrade with Intel Core i7 processor-powered laptops, great for competitive gaming. Delivering blistering clock speeds of up to 5.1 gigahertz with up to 8 cores for additional performance. With up to 42% more frames per second, nothing holds you back from gaming at your best. Stream, record, and create highlight clips for your community, and add a boost of creative power with 8 cores. Feel the added strength with a 10th Gen Intel Core i7 processor-powered laptop.
LANFest is community. LANFest builds and supports gaming communities to support charity. We have more than 25,000 attendees and 400 volunteers across 18 chapters that span 3 countries. LANFest is charity. Charity is at the core of what LANFest is. We've raised more than $1 million for charities nationwide. We support food banks, veterans, animals, hospitals, and so much more. LANFest is gaming. Come join LANFest.
I want to be a contender. I want a warm belly to sleep on.
A big house.
How do I look? Do I look good?
I want to play hard.
My nails done once a month.
I want
a home. I just want a home. I want someone to love.
Last year, more than 30,000 companion animals came to us without homes. 20,000 of them were felines. Let's make some homes together.
Hi, guys, and welcome back to the LANFest InfernaLAN and Northwestern Esports number 4th Valorant tournament here again with Thunder McFadden, guys. We do apologize for that little delay there.
No, yep, we apologize, guys. Just a little bit of technical difficulty there, and then also some of the teams, or some of the players from the team had to go to a collegiate match, so what they did is they forfeited that match, and then they will be moving down to the loser bracket final. So that is going to be Astra Crutchers going up against D2E Down to Earth here in a moment, and then the winner of that will be going back up to face DNA Diff. Right, so got that going on. Right now, folks, we're getting players into the lobby and getting them figured out. Haughtsauce mentioned before we went to break that we have some events coming up. I'll hit those just one more time for you. Okay, so pay attention to these coming up. May 14th through 16th, LAN all night. Okay, it's going to be a gaming festival in Grapevine, Texas. Okay, it's going to be partially in person and partially online, or on WAN rather, and that benefits the North Texas Food Bank. May 20th, the game release for The Longest Road on Earth. That's what that event is. So they're going to be playing that brand new game and kind of doing an intro for it. Kind of just a nice thing that we are able to do at LANFest. Following that, May 22nd is the massive LAN CSGO tournament, and then after that, a big weekend is going to be May 28th through 30th for InfernaLAN Total Mayhem, and we've got everything from CSGO to Rocket League to Brawlhalla, everything with prizes that weekend. We're going to kick off the weekend with a PC build. And I mean, these PC builds for me, since it's something that I'm like really not capable of doing, they're really fascinating to watch. And they make me feel like it's something that I can do someday. I don't know about you, Haughtsauce, but that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I'm not very computer savvy, but it is very interesting, to see as well. And then just briefly there at the end, June 19th, of course, LANFest in Chicago, which will be hosting their first event, and that will be a one-day event with all kinds of content, tournaments, panels, play-alongs, all kinds of stuff. And of course, they'll be giving away game keys during the streams and stuff as well. So, I mean, just what a great organization that they're able to do all of this, guys. So if you're able to donate there, I think the donate link is below in the panels as well. But it's just for a great cause. Able to put on awesome tournaments like this for you. Of course, they do a ton of great charity work, from food banks to child play, stack up, you name it. They just an awesome organization. So couldn't be happier to be here casting for them tonight.
Yeah, 100%. The last stream I was able to do was actually one that we did for children's hospitals. We've done animal shelters, all that type of stuff. And tonight what we're doing is we're raising money so that we can continue to do this as an organization, right? So if you are able to, if you know anybody who's able to donate, right, send them over to lanfest.donordrive.com. lanfest.donordrive.com. That is where we are raising money. That's what we are all about, right? We are a 501c3, and as an organization, that is what we are focused on, is the charity work that we do. So to just reiterate what Haughtsauce said, he said it perfectly. Yeah. That's what we're here for. We're here for the community. We're here for the charity, and we love what we do.
Yeah, and at lanfest.donordrive.com, you're able to create your own fundraiser. So you can actually post it on your social media, get other people to donate toward your fundraiser. And of course, that top fundraiser is going to win that Razer Ornata keyboard, which is that's awesome that they're able to give stuff away as well. So, able to give something back for a great cause, which is really cool. But definitely have some more exciting games coming up, of course, as Thunder McFadden had mentioned here. We have in that losers bracket, the finals, D2E taking on Astra Crutchers, of course, with I believe 3 subs now, and then that winner heading up to that grand finale up there with a best of 5, who will be taking on DNA Dip, which we saw them put on a pretty good show there against that strong Astra squad. So I'm interested to see how this new Astra squad is going to do against D2E with having these changes and such.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how many players they're swapping out, but it's going to make a difference, obviously, right? As we're getting into the games here, we got some stats coming up from some players that we have not seen just yet. But Six Pack is going to be Down to Earth's captain. Is that correct?
I believe Bats might be the captain, or maybe it is Six Pack. But yeah, at any rate, we can see his stats there: 244 on the ACS, 1612 on that KD, 2.17 first bloods. So pretty good all in all. Of course, Banana Stringer, we saw him a little earlier, popping off 267, 15-9 on the KD, and of course 3 first bloods for him, which is phenomenal. Anytime you can get those first bloods, those entry frags, that's phenomenal. And I think Banana was playing Phoenix earlier, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
But yeah, so Banana String on them, phenomenal players. But again, D2E, we've seen them in this tournament a few times. Actually, I used to work directly with that org, so good luck to them tonight.
This is an org that you've worked with before.
Yeah, I just recently no longer with them, but just a great org. I've been with them before, and they've created a lot of phenomenal teams. This is actually a reformed team. So in the last tournament, they had a different group of guys. So to see them playing so well here tonight together, I know they battled all the way through that losers bracket to make it here. They beat that Titan team, which is a very, very tough team. So I'm excited to actually see them in action. I really haven't got to see much of this new team play yet. I've seen a little bit from bats and such, but yeah, definitely excited to see what they have here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see comps. We're going to see exactly what they're bringing to the table. And it's always fun to see kind of the rosters mixed up from what we're used to, right?
Mm-hmm.
That can always transpire in a difference in agents and all of that type of thing. For me, I hope I see some Skye, to be honest. I'm a Skye main. I've been playing Skye ever since she came out. Who do you main?
I was watching some of your clips. I saw that you played Skye. I'm a Raze main. I'm a one cheap trick easy guy, so I do like Raze, but I like when they use the new characters, Astra and such. I really haven't seen much Yoru. I was kind of hoping to see a little bit more of Yoru since they buffed him, as well as Viper. I felt she was really weak. I feel like her ult maybe could use a little rework as well, but she got some serious buffs there, and she can be a really big rude awakening for some teams. So kind of I kind of wish we'd see her more as well.
Yeah, Viper is a very particular one. It has to be the right makeup. It has to be the right team composition. Viper is actually, when I first started playing this game as a very, very, very big-time noob, Viper was my main, because Viper just kind of made sense to me. Now, I play Skye because I feel like I have a little more survivability if I end up in a 1v2, 1v3, whatever situation. But yeah, we're not seeing either of those agents. We're only seeing a healer on the one side, and as I've noticed in some of the pro play in that, the meta seems to be a little bit going away from even having a healer on the team.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw, Sage caught those early nerfs and back-to-back nerfs at that. So we saw her fall off for a while. And then when Icebox came back, we started to see a little more of her as well. Her wall being a little more versatile. But honestly, I'm with you on this one. I feel like Skye's heal is a little more versatile. She's able to heal more than just one person and for quite a bit. So I'm actually surprised. I'm with you on this one here, that I'm surprised we don't see a little more of her. Of course, you're almost always going to see Silva on Ascent here. Just a phenomenal player at B. A little surprised we don't see another Killjoy, of course, on the attacking side, but Killjoy just does a phenomenal job at that B side as well.
Oh, absolutely. Killjoy is an absolute menace. Oh, nice headshot there. Absolute menace on that B side. Or A, for that matter, on this map.
Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, Bats is a man to watch out for. I've seen this kid pop off numerous times. He loves the wand deeks. There's Yum as well. Yum is one of the new players. You see him popping heads there as well. But, again, excited to see how this new D2E team performs here tonight. He's going to be able to get this bomb down on that B site. And right now it's looking pretty strong. 2v4, tough retake here for the defenders.
It is, yes, and I mean, a nice push in here on the A site. Ooh, take down the Silva, and that's that. What a nice win. Oh, man.
Yeah, just a little tag team action there from Bats and Six-Pack. Little two-piece, and that's all she wrote there. Nice round one grab win for them, and we'll see if they can keep that momentum rolling here, as they do have to play this changed roster for this Astra Crutcher side as well.
Yeah, Astra Crushers, I mean, going down that round, and D2E just looking really, really, really well put together. I see a bunch of Spectres over there, and that's going to be spooky for the defenders in this second round. We all know that if you go down in the pistol round, it's real hard to take the round after that. You kind of feel really good about it if you take it. But right now, you're coming up against some serious firepower on this A site.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a pretty quick push once they get this intel, but unfortunately they had the advantage over there. They've actually taken so long that it's given the time to rotate off B. I think they were kind of cheating toward that B site and hoping they were going to go there, but kind of sniffed out. Wall goes up though. Bomb going to go down with ease, and just like that, D2E is waltzed onto the site, dropped the bomb, and again, Astra Crushers find themselves in another retake.
They do. I mean, right here, D2E, the Sova goes down first, but he does the most important job and gets that recon dart all the way up into the site, and there you go. Man, look at that. A huge second round win for them. I mean, massive stuff.
Yeah, great. I mean, Yum 3-0, Anti-Fiber 3-1, Six Pack 2-1, 2-0 for Bats as well. So really, you know, not a single member has fallen but once or twice here, and you know, most of them able to stay alive, build that economy, and as you start to pad that, it's only going to help you down the road here. So we'll see. You know, now that Astro Crutcher is able to come away with a full buy, we'll see if this is definitely going to be an important round for them.
It is, yeah. They want to turn it around here. You know, going down 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, that type of thing. That's when your mentality starts to shift. Your econ starts to get kind of strange. All of that. You can't let the opposing team get easy picks, easy, you know, that type of stuff, especially in a map like this.
I wonder if there's a little miscommunication as well. We see Cypher at A, then back to spawn, then back to A. Astra still in spawn here, so really they're trying to, I don't know if they're trying to figure out where they're going to go or who's setting up where, if they're just waiting for some early intel. But at any rate, I mean, this D2E team is just walking onto this A site with ease. Bomb going down here yet again from Six Pack, and now Astra Crushers find themselves in another retake. We can see them rotating up top of Cat there, but plenty of utility here left as well for this D2E team.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like Astro Crutchers right now are just like a step behind on the retake and getting rotated. You know,
I mean, Bass right there swings wide, is able to kill two with the Guardian. There's no way that he should win that 2v1 fight there, and he just comes up huge for his team. But again, you have to wonder if maybe these subs here coming out from Astro Crutchers is hurting him a little bit.
You know, it's a distinct possibility. You said it, a couple of nice kills with the Guardian. That's a gun that takes a lot of discipline. It really does. I love using it, but it is a kind of a fickle thing, right?
Right, yeah,
a
like
couple
the
of
Sheriff,
really
it's very
massive,
rewarding.
you know, a couple of massive frags right there, and now, you know, up 3-zip, this attacking team is looking super good, and I feel like they have breathing room. They have a lot of it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see Peter with a shorty there. Economy kind of hurting. 0-3 for him, 0-3 for Zostal, 0-3 for the Raging Asian as well. So they really got to try to get something going. We can see Silva waiting on the other side with that dart there. But again, more intel from this D2E team. And when they push together. And in a hurry, Zo finds one. Six Pack and Yum both able to find a kill. And there's Sage up top. Gonna slow into market there as they press that site. Yum able to clear Boathouse. Bomb gonna go down with ease here. Silva getting into position as well. The rotation coming on here from Astro Crutchers, but again, they find themselves in yet another retake in a 4v2 situation.
You know, on the push in there, they go down a player right away, but they don't let it stop the push. They immediately take 2 frags and turn it around on that B push. That was fantastic work, and they are showing that they are, I mean, really the team to beat here, taking and going up 4-zip. This is great stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know, definitely doesn't look like the same Astro Crutchers team that we saw a little bit ago. So, you know, I wonder if those subs do haunt them. But right now, the comms, the strats, everything seems to be there. But, you know, one thing I've noticed is they've all gone A almost every time. You know, they rotated around, went to B that last round. But almost every round here, they've been on this A side. They've been working it. And still, we see this Astra team kind of cheating on that B, kind of 2-3 siding it over there.
Yeah, you know, when you are having this easy of a time pushing onto the sites, you can kind of, I mean, you really end up taking full control of how the maps are, how they're developing.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, you maybe want to think about 4 or 5 stacking that A site, force them off there. If they happen to go to B, you know, at least you get to play a retake as a full 5-man squad, as opposed to these, you know, 5-on-2 or 4v2 situations that they find themselves in so many times here already.
Yeah, but even the 5v5 retakes have really been going the way of the attackers. Now right here, though, this Sova has got a big job to do for the next 20-30 seconds.
Yeah, beautiful op shot there from Peter. He is going to drop the op, though, pick up another gun. Bats, it looks like he has the lineup ult already there, though. He is going to be able to ult. He's going to wait to hear that. Force the dart come in. Oh, he's got the lineup for the shock dart, but he doesn't know he might be pushed here. Now the ult comes out. Jet's going to try to bamboozle just fine. Just like that, he does find the kill. He is able to get the kill on there, but the bomb was defused even before we found that kill on the diffuser.
Yeah, you know, that ult just comes in like a second too late. Unfortunately, if that Sova ult comes in and gets the diffuser, I mean, that may be a 1v2 that goes the way of the attackers. And D2E, you know, I mean, they have a round to give up, right? Which is fine. But yeah, let's check this replay here because this is a massive, yep, boom. Right there, Peter, and that sets him up for the 1v2 on the way in from heaven here.
Yeah, just a huge pick from Peter to allow that to happen again. And, of course, Sova, not much help, trying to stay back there. Had the lineup for the shock dart, but Raging Asian with a huge spray through the smoke, finds the head of six-pack, and gives him the one-man advantage.
Oh, those are the most satisfying ones. Through the smoke. Oh, man, through the blind, whatever it may be. Those are always the most satisfying eliminations.
Yes,
oh, that ulti!
What a phenomenal job from Rage, and he knew he had the ult. He backed off that. He waited. You know, a lot of times great players, they look up. They can see Sage has that ult up there, you know, on the player bar above. And he waited for that ult. As soon as the ult popped, he was able to clean up, hit another one. Just a phenomenal job here by Raging Asian to come away with a big play.
Yep. That, I mean, and now we've seen the two Sova ults back to back. One didn't quite work. One really did. And that ult, I mean, kind of shifting the momentum of this, not only this round, but also kind of the game at this point. It looks like D2E kind of a little on their heels.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they were able to grab, you know, and you like to see a team do this, right? One round at a time. Don't get overzealous. They're doing just that, sticking to the fundamentals, and Dim Sum gets some. Pops, watches the round, 2-4.
Dim Sum, look at those. One through the trap and one on the edge of it. Those kills were just beautiful from that Cypher. Wow.
Yeah, wasn't playing around. Just a phenomenal job. Great game sense as well. Great use of the utility. You'll see it here again as well. They both push on the site, pushing together through the trap. Has the intel. Just phenomenal spray control as well. Pops two heads, clutches the round, and that's why he's on top over here for the Astro Crushers.
Yeah, a completely separate move and crouch and everything for both. That is really, really clinical stuff, and that's a disciplined keyboard right there.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Neat over here, 7-2 for this down-to-earth team. Really a lot of kills for this down-to-earth team as they find themselves up by 2 rounds, with the Astro Crushers now battling back nicely here on defense. And again, the D2E team seems to be pretty favorable on this A site here.
They do. Not making a lot of moves towards B. You know, in many cases, like they always say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? You know, so pushing towards this A site, I think, still makes sense for them. If they can make... Oh, but they keep dropping players right here. Oh!
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, I mean, Dim Sum has just really just settled in nicely here. He's found his positioning. Almost the same thing again. 2 running on site. He cleans up quickly, able to transfer, find that triple kill moments later. But just a phenomenal job here by Dim Sum Poppy. And now they find themselves only down by 1.
Yeah, Dim Sum and Raging are absolutely popping off right now. I think part of it has to do with the way that D2E is attacking at this point, but these defenders are putting together some really, really nice rotations, yes, but just, I mean, at the end of the day, they're so dialed in on just watching everything that happens, right? They've taken they lost the first few rounds, but now they've taken the last few here that we've seen, figure out the O that they have, and I think it's really fantastic.
Yeah, now we find ourselves in a barrage of bullets, a hailstorm, if you will, back and forth through the smokes here just outside the garage. Of course, the drone coming out for a little intel does spot 2 there, anti-fiber 6-pack. Little nade to kind of buy him a little bit of time as Raging Asian with a nice shock dart coming out. Doesn't quite hit its mark or find the damage he was wanting there, and now that rotation towards tiles.
Yeah, you see that Astra utility that we've been talking about all game right there, making so much of the difference. That B push right there, there's so much utility that gets used even to get through that area. Wow, attackers are going down fast.
Yeah, again, working this A side, and Dim Sum has his setup over here. Like I said, he's found his positioning. He's really just found his groove, and it's non-stop headshots since about 2 or 3 rounds ago. He's doing a phenomenal job, and if you're the D2E team, I think you want to see a little more push toward mid control, a little more push at B, even if you decide to rotate around and go to A. But I'd like to see a little more pressure in those areas to kind of alleviate some of that A pressure right now.
Yeah, I mean, I just, for D2E, the A push was working there for so long, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. And so it is going to take a major regroup and just rethinking of the attack right now. Because now you have to fix it. Now you have to fix your attack and figure out how to get through what Astra Crutchers has for you. Because they're it's a strong defense that they have over here at the A site now, and they're ready at B too.
They've just really adapted and reacted well here, and it's right there. Dim Sum again, another headshot from Dim Sum, and he's settled in over here on that A site, just feeling absolutely dangerous. Six-pack pushing in, finds Peter. The spray comes out from Bats, and Ragin on that trade finds another. Here comes the ult from Killjoy. The spray's coming out from Ragin as Bats tucked into the corner with that shock dart, trying to flush him out, but nobody up top, as they do have to retreat away from that Killjoy ult.
Spike planted.
Wow, yep, and the Killjoy ult ends right there. All of the defenders get out of the way. I wonder if maybe they didn't want to plant that spike a little bit earlier in the course of that Killjoy ult just to save themselves some time, but we'll see how it all transpires here.
Yeah, good dart from Sova, gets a little intel, blast back out, but the spray, and no, it's from the other side. Now Zolstol finds the double kill, now on a 1v1. Bat versus Zoe. And the pressure fakes the bomb, looks to the side, finds the triple, and what a phenomenal play here. And again, though, on that note, Thunder McFadden, I have not seen Astra ult yet this game.
Yeah, I mean, now getting involved, that play right there was epic. That was a couple of just really, really, really nice headshots in a row. Discipline trigger and discipline on that site, right? Watch these moves here. Oh, boom. That's that. And then to go and fake the defuse, fakes the defuse, and then moves back around.
Yeah, and and this is what separates those smart players. She taps that defuse, but she holds that corner and while backing up until she reaches that left swing. Just a phenomenal job by her. Great game sense as well. That Omen lurking in the smoke, she was already there waiting. And again, just some great gameplay. Down 4-0, now 5-4. This team has battled back nicely, and there's his name. Dim Sum says, "If you want some, come get some at A, because I'm holding it down all day."
Wow. Look at that ulti, too. Now they know where everybody's at. Oh, boy, attacker's going down again.
Yeah, the spray through the smoke. Dim Sum is just an absolute juggernaut right now, and he's feeling himself, looking to press through the smoke. And now, that is what you don't want to see, and that's when things begin to fall apart. Six-pack sitting in wine there, just viciously shaking his mouse. I don't know if you saw that, McFadden, but just shaking his mouse in circles as he pushes through the smoke. Easy kill for him, and it's just, those are minor, pub mistakes, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, just looking around, I mean, the smokes come through really, really nicely, and this Dim Sum, wow. I mean, Dim Sum from a distance, really great stuff. Boom, takes down the spike. Goes down there, but did enough work in that round to make all the difference. That was huge for Dim Sum.
Yeah, I mean, Dim Sum struggling those first few rounds, but after round 3 or 4, this man is just an absolute machine. And now that early Sova dart coming out here from Raging, great intel as well. And this dart's going to tuck way back in the backfield here. Notice they're not pushing back. It's going to allow them that they are pushing this B site, gives them the intel they need as we see Yum pushing up the mid here, but he's going to have to get up here early to get with his team. Now out market, the spray coming through the smoke as well. Raging stuffs on the side, finds one, dips him as well. And now Raging gets the double. And this Astra Crutchers team is looking unstoppable.
Raging and Dim Sum right now are absolutely freaky. They're absolutely nasty, what they're doing on this map. And the way that they are taking control away from D2E, which they had very solidly for the first 4 rounds of this map. They did. And wow, what a way, Astra Crutchers, what a way to turn it around and just stop. The defense is just stopping everything that's coming at them, whether it's mid, A, or B, does not matter.
Yeah, just great spray control, great transfers as well, team communication, a lot of heads being popped here. So I mean, again, just phenomenal job as Yum is able to find this first entry kill here, though. And again, do apologize, little technical difficulties there, get him worked out, but Peter, Yum, both able to find a kill over here on this B site. And again, we talked about D2E mixing it up, kind of creating some pressure on this B site. We do see that happening here now in the final round of the half, and they are able to get this bomb down and that res.
Yep, that is a huge res. You know, we talked about the Sage nerfs and all of that, but even through all the nerfs that we've seen for Sage, that res has just remained as the difference maker for that agent. And now look at that. This, I mean, it's going to be tough for defenders here. I'm not saying it's out of reach, but this 2v4, now 2v3. Oh, are they going to get this push?
Jumsum, now Anti with a double back and forth, but Anti-Fiber. That was 3 headshots for Anti, and phenomenal job there to clutch that final round of the half as they find themselves down by 2, going on to defense.
Yeah, I mean, that one, not a must-win, but almost. I mean, for when you're talking about your headspace and when you're talking about going into the transition to the other half and to the other side, that win right there, that round win was massive, right? It puts a little more pep in their step. Even though they're still down 2 rounds, right? That's still pretty well evened up. And again, as we talked about before, with this game, you learn your team. No matter what side of the map you're on, you learn your team every single round. Every single round, right? And we saw it right here. 4 rounds going the way of D2E, and then all of a sudden, what? Astra just turns it completely around. I mean, it was insane.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game of momentum. It truly is, and you hit the nail on the head. I mean, 4 rounds, they had the momentum, and just like that, in the snap of the finger, it goes the other way. You know, so they're able to get this round going into halftime. Could be the momentum they need, but this pistol round, always a crucial round for both teams, and Dubsum feeling it. Anti-Fiber finally able to extinguish that flame. And now they find themselves in a 4v4, 6-pack, able to take out Ragin as well. The spike is down here. And D2E looking to capitalize here on this first pistol round of the second half.
Yeah, they definitely want to right here. And if they do, again, we talked about momentum and we talked about where the game sits, where the game is going, right? A couple of pistol rounds would be super, super nice for D2E right now.
Yeah, and, you know, I think right now that heal is making a big difference. You know, we see it there. It's always helpful. And even having that res often can clutch a round or two. So, you know, we'll see if they're able to snag this first pistol round here as they start to cheat back toward the bomb. We can see Jet, Sage waiting patiently here. Neat just on the other side. The pressure. Peter able to find one. Can they dip away with his health? The Roomba coming in. Ain't going to go Boomba this time as Bats Neat now on the swing. And 6-pack finds the double. Make it 3. And he gets the quadra kill.
Wow, D2E, that is huge for them. Oh, what a defensive round. They wanted and needed to take that pistol round, right? So now they're moving into this round number 2. Okay, they're only down by a point. That's huge. That is huge, huge, huge for D2E.
Yeah,
wow,
phenomenal.
what a round for them.
Yeah, Bass was just, or 6-pack, excuse me, was popping off an easy 4K there for them, or made it look easy, rather. But, you know, that's what you want to have in that pistol round. We saw them win that last round, that momentum carrying over. Now they grab this pistol round. Now they should win this next round as well. And just like that, we have a tie ball game.
Yep. I mean, and here, this defense, I mean, it's going to be extremely difficult, obviously, right? We're coming off of a pistol round, but, you know, oh, wow.
And 6-pack buying the Phantom on round 2. I love to see it. You know, you hate it when you're on the other side, but just phenomenal play here from Yum. Being patient there. He does bait out, trade out his teammate, but, you know, it's all you need there. Now in a 4v1 situation, Peter tucked away with that shorty, and looks like 6-pack and them are on the hunt.
Yep, sure enough, Peter just trying to survive here. Can't. And that's that. Now we're all tied up at 7. As we expected, D2E coming with mad firepower that round. And we're all tied. We're 14 rounds into this, and we're tied up. This is really anybody's game at this point. You know, we saw how D2E kind of lost a little bit of their stride in the first half of the map. I think now they're getting it back, and it's going to take... I don't know what it's going to take from Astra really to get past this defense. It's going to take some sort of really concerted effort or some sort of maybe a little bit of trickery or something, right? Getting onto one of these sites, because D2E is they're scary to get past right now.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the tall tale round because, again, you know, the pistol round is up in the air. The second round, of course, most likely are going to lose. You know, Six-Pack got that 4K, so he bought a Phantom. But now your team has a full buy. You're all sitting with weapons. It's a very crucial round for you. And it's a round that you want to take if you are Astro Crutchers.
Yeah, and so what does that mean? Does that mean a more aggressive push on D, or does it mean a little more patience? You know, depending on the team you're going up against, it's usually one or the other. And so we'll see on this defense who gets the first kill, who takes the first frag, and who sets the tone for the rest of this matchup.
Yeah, you know, I think if you're Astro Crutchers, you want to start to just kind of take mental note as to where these players are sitting. You know, who's playing on what sites. You know, look at their KD ratios. Look at your advantages. Use that utility and those site pressures to your advantage. But again, D2E a very talented team. I think Astro Crutchers are doing a great job of really slowing it down here. They have weapons. They don't have to make any crazy mistakes. They slowed it down. They kind of caught D2E off guard. Now they walk into this A site and get the bomb down here with ease.
Yeah, they do get it down with ease. They're fortifying right here. They're going to get that door shut. And this is a very, very nice position to be in if you're the attackers.
Yeah, we see Bats going up to heaven, trying to get this retake here. 4v5, though. Dinos raging just out tree room. Shots, just a hail of bullets in both directions. Neat's going to be the first to fall. Jet with a dash out, finds one a tree. There's Dim Sum as well on that trade, and now one waiting in heaven. And the
Bats!
coming out from Bats. Raging with the trade. Fiber gets another. And who will fall? It's Soul. And 101 dig from Bats.
Yeah, man, that was nuts. What a shot. A couple of them just laser eyes on that one. Shots like that with the Sheriff are just always so impressive.
Yeah, you'll
Look
see
at
it
this
again
right
here. Just out to the side. You know, you see the blood gush, and it just fills you with warmth and happiness inside when you pop heads with that Sheriff.
Yeah, truly. It just does, man. That gun is great. So satisfying. Oh, man. Attackers right here. What a position to be in, though. Going up around.
Get out of my way.
We'll
nice
see
work.
that Sova Dart coming out, trying to get that early intel. We do see a couple ops coming out. I think that was Jet with an op in hand, trying to channel that inner Wardell. And there's Peter up top, alt in hand on that rotation, coming around top of Cat as well. We can see the rest of the crew following suit here as D2E has 3 set up on the A site. Sova deep mid there as Jet cheats out of that garage, tries to find some intel. Does get a little intel on Cypher there. We can see Sage rotating around through the spawn as well. But again, Astro Crutcher is just doing a great job here of slowing down the pace and trying to find these picks.
They are. They're doing a great job on the defense. As the offense tries a mid push, which on this map can be dangerous, but can be really effective depending upon how the team is playing. Trying to make this push here and making over through the garden. But they drop another player, man.
Yeah, I mean, mid
This
control
defense
just
is so good.
They are, but you know, mid control just opens up so many opportunities. You know, if you have the utility to cut off those ops, make that pressure through, trying to find the pick, and you know, they almost did just that. In the end, they had a guy fall from behind. They kind of get them flustered. They're looking around, and D2E just doing a great job of communicating where their enemies are and just slowly picking them apart after that first initial frag.
Yeah, they really did nice work. Getting the damage right there. I didn't think that mid push was altogether like a bad idea or anything. You know, they set up Cypher over on the B site to see if the defensive push is coming. You know, they kind of set it up all right, but you know, even talking like we did before the game, in that sort of circumstance, a wall through the middle of mid would be great. That's where Viper comes in. Huge, right? Blocking all of that site. Could be the difference maker, and that mid push just doesn't quite come together.
Yeah, you know, I think people sometimes underestimate just how important, you know, good use of that utility is. And, of course, we see some of that coming out here from Sova, the drone dart coming out as well. He tries to find that drone before he can spot any of his teammates, but struggling to take that one down. Now we can see the push toward this A site, one in tree room. There's Six-Pack waiting, and he's been very dangerous all game. It looks like Astro Crutchers might be on an eco round here.
Yeah, it is a possibility. Maybe they do a, this is a great time to do an eco round. Just kind of reset yourself, go into this final push, this final stage of this game, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And Six Pack, though, again, settling into his shot as well. 3 headshots for him, finds the triple kill, and they got to find a way to kind of shut him down a little bit, and there it is. Dim Sum popping the head of Six Pack as Neat trades him out, and D2E grabs another round, 9-8. What a phenomenal game we have here so far.
Yeah, Dim Sum right there at the end, almost gets the Sage through that stolen sight. Nearly gets him popping with that Sheriff, but yeah, this thing is super tight. This is all anybody's game right now. On attack, they have got to do something different. They just, the last couple of rounds, this attack has not seemed cohesive.
Yeah, I think I think D2E has done a good job of picking them apart little by little. I think maybe losing sight of some of the angles there as they push. Maybe one person's not holding the angle they're supposed to. But to me, it looks just like some minor mistakes. They've had some good pushes through mid, but it's just some minor mistakes that caused just a small break that D2E is able to capitalize on.
And when teams are this talented, when teams are this good, it's those minor little mistakes or little mishaps that can be the difference maker, all day long.
Absolutely.
When things are this tight and these players are this good, yes, you are going to have to take advantage of little minor mistakes that are made because there aren't going to be major mistakes made, right?
And they are all just set up on the other side like a rat race, and they're pouring out. Anti-Fiber finds one another. Zolstol gets the double kill of his own, and now the bomb going to go down here as they find themselves in another retake, a 3v3. And again, ults across the board here. So we'll see
that Astral comes out. Wow.
Now the push here.
What a push onto this B site. That was fantastic.
But are they going to be able to get this? They have to push through the wall. Here's the ult from Raze as well. It's going to back him off the shot. And DNOS able to find one. Bats gets another Yamada trade. Now in a 1v1. But again, that wall cuts off the sound. And I'm not sure if he was able to hear Cypher go around there.
Oh, but the defuse is... Oh! He almost had the defuse. No, Cypher is there.
The ult from Cypher allowing him to know right where he is in the smoke. Just a beautiful, beautiful play here. And again, Dim Sum 21-13-2 right now. Six Pack as well, 19-13-3. These two really just battling it out up here at the top of the leaderboard.
They truly are. They're just going pound for pound. Look at this ulti. This is insane, that ulti right there. Usually, a lot of times you're really not using your ulti in 1v1. A lot of times you're just not. But one like that out of Cypher, big brain play to take the round, and a crucial round to take here.
Whew, and Rajin taking a phenomenal chunk of damage from Bats. A beautiful shock dart from downtown. And he claims the kill. Many waiting just on the other side. There's Bats with a big Daddy Odin, and that thing can just bring a hailstorm of bullets.
Oh, my favorite weapon in the game.
Yeah, it is a short fuse for many people's tempers, that's for sure.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, so good. Look at that big firepower.
Yeah, Bat's doing some good work with it there. Does find another before he's traded out by Peter. Great job by Peter there to get that kill, though. They find themselves here in a 3v2. Now 3v3. Six Pack gets another. Here's the ult from Killjoy, but Dim Sum finds one empty on the trade. Now on a 2v1 as Peter able to collect on the operator. And now we have ourselves a match in this 1v1, excuse me, but Six Pack says, oh, not today, and a beautiful shot from Six Pack.
That is, and Six Pack with the final shot, the final kill, and that ulti that forced everybody out. Big brain stuff. That was an awesome play from the defense, right? And that ulti comes in at the perfect time. The defuse goes. I thought that the Killjoy had enough time. They probably did have enough time to do the full defuse here, but goes for the half. Real smart to do. Goes for the half, takes out the jet, and then goes back to it.
Yeah, I said at the beginning of the game, I was surprised we didn't see a Killjoy on both sides. I feel, Cypher very, very good. Of course, Dim Sum doing very well with him, but Killjoy is just so good on this map.
So good. And all the utility is just so nasty to try to get through.
Yeah, especially on Ascent. I mean, on defense, she can lock down B by herself virtually. The ult for the retakes or just entering a site as well. She just does so well on Ascent. But at any rate, I mean, you know, this Astro Crushers team is doing well without her. Dim Sum showing how good he is with that Cypher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, you have got to be making use of the utility, no matter what the team comp is. If you're not using, I mean, most of the games that I lose playing Skye, I realized by the end, man, I didn't use my dog once. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of that is just the difference makers at the end of the day. Utilizing all of your utility, right? Exhausting your resources against that other team. And in a game as tight as this, it's really what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, I mean, I think we saw that with the Astra too, right? I mean, it was like round 10 or 12, and she hadn't used her ult yet at all. So I think sometimes maybe when you get into the zone, you're in the mood, you're getting the kills, sometimes you forget about that stuff. So, but you definitely want to be making sure that you're using that so that, you know, obviously the sooner you use it, the sooner you get it back as well.
Yep.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, defenders, look at that. D2E. Man, this is all their game to win at this point. They're 2 rounds away from taking this dub.
Yeah, they're just cleaning house right now. Just doing a phenomenal job at sticking to the fundamentals, holding the angles, popping the heads. Crosshair placement seems to be really on point. They're not over-rotating when they get a pick. And right now, in these last few rounds, they have looked like the better team. But, you know, as we've seen before, you can't count this Astro Crutchers team out. Just a lot of phenomenal dudes over here. And again, you know, playing with a few subs here in this game as well. So doing a phenomenal job for that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the momentum in this game has switched a couple of times. But D2E facing some adversity after going up for Zip, right?
Yep.
And then now coming into it and just retaking control. Nice work out of them, and that takes a lot. That takes a lot of mental fortitude when you go 4-0 and then you lose 6-7 rounds in a row, right?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about how important momentum is, and they did exactly that. They won 4. I think they lost 7, and then they won that final one going into halftime. And then after that, you know, they never looked back. It was the momentum they need. They carried it into the pistol round, and then it just kept snowballing after that. And we'll see here if Astro Crutchers can finally try to snuff that out. But D2E looking very strong. And Sixpack, able to, you know, Sixpack, they took him out. They definitely got to get rid of him. He has been just phenomenal for this team. And here's Bass waiting with the ult, and he finds one. Dinos now knows where he is. Going to shoot the Roomba in there for that intel. But the Odin can handle that with ease. The spray coming through the wall. He does some damage, gets another. And now he switches to the pistol, the blast pack, trying to find one. He rotates over, but it's Zoe who finds the kill. And man, it took him a while to snuff him out of there.
He did, man. He took down a couple with that Odin right there, and then all of a sudden he's out of bullets, switches on over to that classic. Not able to get the rest of them. And look at that D2E. Oh.
Yeah, you know, and that's unfortunate. You know, Ragin actually was trying to go in there, but that blast pack actually launched Sova right into that Odin. And I don't think that was Ragin Nation's attention, but he got chopped down, unfortunately, due to that blast pack from Dinos.
Yeah, you know, it bounced in there, and I kind of thought the Sova was going to get the kill there, but no, it gets taken down, and now we're sitting match point. Look at this. D2E, at the end of the day, just really putting it all together. This is great stuff.
Yeah, here's that Astra on it. And to my knowledge, this is only the second time we've seen this Astra ult. Again, over here on that A side as they begin to push here. But yeah, I'm waiting on the other side. And again, this is going to be a tough one as they start to push through. Here comes Jump first with that Judge. And he judges just Yum that. Anti-Fiber up top on the trade. Now on a 4v4. As Killjoy has that phenomenal ult going down, and now the pressure, Anti-Fiber trying to get the defuse, possibly bait out the detain. No, they are able to fall back in time.
They're gonna get it all!
They do! A defusal.
On a 4v4, that is huge. Could have faked the defuse, does not. Takes the win.
You know, we saw those Sova Shark darts coming in again, but again, too late. Unfortunately, just waiting a little too long. and the little ninja diffuse coming out right under their nose.
Yeah. Jet gets in there, throws the smoke, and gets under that smoke, and that was the difference maker. That was it. Boom. All of a sudden, you're diffusing, and you said it. The pros don't fake it. The pros don't fake it. They go for it, and they make the diffuse happen, which we just saw right there. Right?
Yeah.
Massive win for D2E, going up 1-0 in this matchup.
Yeah, so they'll look to close it out in 2, head onto that grand finale as Astra Crutchers are going to look to battle back here on map 2, which definitely excited to see what map 2 will be. Obviously we almost never see Icebox here, so I'm interested to see if it's going to be Bind or Haven or Split. But your thoughts on that?
I am interested to see. Split is a map that I can't call it a love-hate relationship because I hated Split and now I don't. So it's not a love-hate relationship. It's a hate now love relationship because I really enjoy Split as a map. Bind is probably my favorite.
I love Bind.
There's a lot of opportunities on Bind for me. Again, I'm going in the sky and nowadays I've usually got a judge with me, right? Yeah. So that map, a little tighter angles, a little bit tighter. I'm usually able to get the birds in there and really make some people angry with that big shotgun. So I love that map. I just do love that map. I'm excited to see, whatever they bring to the table. Honestly, I love Icebox. I do.
I love Icebox
that everybody hates Icebox.
I love it.
But
I love it.
You love Icebox too?
I love Icebox. I do.
You're one of the few people that I've ever met that loves Icebox. Okay, fantastic. Great. Truly. Yep. I love that map. I do.
All right, guys. So again, guys, head on over to LANFest.donordrive.com. Top fundraiser today is going to win that Razer Ornata keyboard, giving away some great stuff. But please enjoy these replays here, guys. We're going to be heading to a short break, and then we'll be right back here with some more action in Game 2 as D2E takes on Astra Crutchers.
Get an upgrade with Intel Core i7 processor-powered laptops. Great for competitive gaming. Delivering blistering clock speeds of up to 5.1 gigahertz with up to 8 cores for additional performance. With up to 42% more frames per second, nothing holds you back from gaming at your best. Stream, record, and create highlight clips for your community, and add a boost of creative power with 8 cores. Feel the added strength with a 10th Gen Intel Core i7 processor-powered laptop.
LANFest is community. LANFest builds and supports gaming communities to support charity. We have more than 25,000 attendees and 400 volunteers across 18 chapters that span 3 countries. LANFest is charity. Charity is at the core of what LANFest is. We've raised more than $1 million for charities nationwide. We support food banks, veterans, animals, hospitals, and so much more. LANFest is gaming. Come join LANFest.
contender. I want a warm belly to sleep on.
A big house. How do I look? Do I look good?
I want to play hard.
My nails done once a month.
I want.
I want.
I want a home.
I just want a home. I want someone to love.
Last year, more than 30,000 companion animals came to us without homes. 20,000 of them were felines. Let's make some homes together.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to InfernaLAN's monthly Valorant tournament. My name is Thunder McFadden, and I am joining Mr. Haughtsauce. Mr. Sauce, we've seen some great Valorant up until this point. We did misspeak a little bit earlier on the cast, which we can address right now. So our losers bracket final, right? We've said it was going to be best of 3. It was not. We are moving into the finals right now, which is best of 5. So we didn't misspeak on that one. So our finals are going to be best of 5, but we are moving on right now. We are going to see Down to Earth take on DNA Diff. How are you feeling, Mr. Hot Sauce, going into this finals?
You know, it's so hard to say because, you know, Astra and DNA Diff were battling back and forth. You know, they were very closely matched, and then obviously they had a couple subs. We dropped down to D2E. All in all, it was a very close game at the end. I thought D2E, you know, started to run away with it. They seem to be the better playing team. So I'm very excited to see how this fares. Of course, DNA Diff is going to have that one map advantage. So they do have, you know, they only have to win 2 more in this best of 5. So it'll be interesting to see if Down to Earth can, you know, crawl their way back into this. It's, you know, I'm a man who tends to root for the underdog. So coming out of that loser bracket, you know, I'm probably going to have to tip my hat toward them.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and honestly, after what we saw them put together in that last matchup, right? Going up 4 rounds and then losing, it was 6 or 7 in a row, right? That they lost. And then all of a sudden turning it around as the map flips, right? Again, we talked about that mental fortitude that takes to deal with the kind of just roller coaster of emotions, a roller coaster of action, right?
Yep.
So I think that if anybody can do it as far as taking on DNA Diff, I think it's going to be D2E.
Yeah, I think we're definitely in store for a very exciting match, you know. And again, thanks to InfernaLAN, LANFest for putting this on, as well as Northwestern Esports. They do both organizations. They do a lot of great things. Northwestern Esports is a competitive gaming community in the Pacific Northwest, guys. A lot of great tournaments as well. CS:GO, PUBG, Valorant, Brawlhalla, Rocket League. We cast for them as well. So make sure you check them out as well. NWEsports.org. As well as LANFest.com/merch. A lot of awesome merch over there. Unisex, hoodies, shirts, long sleeves, stickers, you name it. A lot of really sweet stuff over there. So make sure you check those out as well, guys.
Yep, absolutely. The merch is all looking super, super, super cool. And if you are able to donate tonight, if you know somebody who's able to donate, that sort of thing, the donation site is going to be lanfest.donordrive.com. Right? What we are doing is we're raising money so we can continue to offer opportunities like this: gaming for the sake of our community, gaming for the sake of charity, and raising money for these different organizations. Anything from food banks, homeless shelters, children's hospitals, things like that, trying to better our community, right?
Yep.
As gamers, what better thing can we do but game in an effort to better the system around us and better, our communities, our cities, our states, whatever it may be. It's a really awesome opportunity. I feel super fortunate to be able to be involved with an organization like LANFest who focuses on these things, right?
Yeah, doing what you love and helping out.
Yeah, awesome stuff. So Valorant, man, Valorant has been, it's been fun so far. I love casting with you, Haughtsauce. I wanted to tell you that on the air. I didn't want to tell you on break. I love casting with you, man.
Likewise, brother. Likewise. It's been a great time, and definitely looking to see this DNA Diff squad back out there. Of course, the names we know: Neon, Dubbin, Ico, Nick, and Aversive. We saw them early. I think Aversive had a pretty nasty Phoenix. Neon was playing Jet. Dubbin was Ico was Cypher. So interested to see if they mix up who they play on the map as well. We saw Yum, Six Pack, Bats, Fiber, Neat. I think they were running was Killjoy, Sage, Sova, Jet as well. They had a fairly tough squad there as well. So interested to see if either team changes who they pick based on the map as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see what we get into here. Dubbin put on a great show, as we saw earlier. And to your point, yes, Six Pack can really, really be a difference maker, as we see their specific stats coming up right here. Dubbin, that's what I thought. I thought Dubbin played Sova last time, and we're looking like we're going to see that pick again.
Yeah, it looks like
and they're just like we talked about, healer on the one side, but not on the other.
And one good thing to note too, on Bind, at least like in the VCS and the Pro tournaments, Raze has almost 100% pick rate on Bind. So you see here a lot. She's so good at holding down the different sites. I love her on this map. I literally cannot tell you how many triple and quadruple kills I get with just even on pistol round with a simple Roomba nade through the portal into hookah, and you run through guns blazing.
Yeah. Raze is just nasty on this map. She is. They each different agent is going to bring something to the table, but on this particular map, to your point, Raze is a freak. Absolutely. All of that utility is made for these tight angles. The grenade and all of that stuff just made for this map.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, it's interesting to see where they set up. We do see Raze set up over there on A. A lot of times they can combat that Raze. We see the defenders here have that Sage. So a lot of times when you're attacking too, that Sage will wall off that hookah. So Raze can't do that to you. But interesting to see the two style of gameplays here. A lot of heavy push toward this long B here early as both Sovas are over here. Little darts coming out from them as well. Good wall from Sage there in hookah. And it does look like we're going to have a B push here.
Yeah, they're coming on strong right here. The defense had a little bit of utility go out, but not any. Oh, there comes a kill. Big time for the attackers.
Yeah, Neat, phenomenal job. Neat was playing Sage last game. Phenomenal job, though. Rushing, knows that there's one most likely at the back of sight. Hits that flash, able to find the kill. Now Dubbin in a world of hurt. Rushed by 3. Nothing he could do. And Omen all alone, pinched in between a rock and a hard place. A Cypher from behind. Six Pack with the kill. And D2E claims round number 1.
Yeah, they claim it in commanding fashion, too. Really stellar work. They made that B site their own. They take out the Jet, then they take out the healer, and it is just all history from there. Fantastic work on that pistol round, and I expect them to come on real strong. Whether it's an A or a B push, does not matter. I expect them to come on real strong in the second round.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, and you're going to see the buys coming out. You know, you're going to see the Spectres. You're going to see that Judge from Rays. So, again, they have the buys. They most likely should take this round as well. This is a dart that they're going to keep using here as well. Bats getting the intel on that garden. And, again, we saw Down to Earth push that A site 4 or 5 times in a row. Looking like they're feeling the same way about B here on Bind.
They are. They make the TP move. Nice work as they move around in this 3v4. Man, this team, this D2E team, it's just a team that I trust. You know, as I see the moves that they make and as I see the transitions, rotations, everything, I just trust every move that they're making.
Yeah. I mean, these, and you know, I was on this org before they were D2E, and then I with the transition as well for over a year. And you know, these guys put in a lot of practice time. They have a good, rigorous schedule. They put in a lot of time. They play a lot together, so you know the team chemistry is there. They have that. And it just shows they're playing like a well-oiled machine right now as they press this side. Here comes the flash, and I'm able to come away with that kill. Dubin firing a lot of rounds there, and unfortunately they don't hit their mark. There's Bats. Now Bats again, and Down to Earth clutches round number 2.
That right there, that impresses me in just a completely different way. They go for the B site, they take the TP, knowing that they're at a 3-4 disadvantage, and they just set up perfectly on the A site. They did, and then one pick at a time, boom, now they're up 2-zip. Man, this is a the difference-making team right here.
Yeah, you know, and again, this DNA diff team has to find a way to try and slow this pace down and change things around here. We see, you know, Aiko playing Rays. We have that Jet there. Maybe a little smoke blind action from her or Omen as they try to help alleviate some of this pressure at B, because D2E is just pushing this nonstop.
Yeah, they are, and they're able to. I mean, they're able to play aggressive. Look at all of this utility coming in. It's just a matter of who gets that first frag, and when they get this thing planted, like, they're just, again, like I said before, they make this site their own.
Yeah, and the same play from Neat. Again, the flash, the peek. There's Yum finds a double kill as Neon did get a trade there, but again, now they find themselves in a 4v2 situation with absolutely no answer to this down-to-earth push over here on B.
Yeah, it's everything they're doing. I hate just clinical. Doctors. Yeah. I'm almost at a loss for words because of just how effective every push is. It's like, you know, you don't see that often that a team is really, really able to consistent. I mean, 3 rounds in a row, you get past the pistol round and beyond, right? I mean, not many teams out there are able to just like hammer down that same push over and over and over.
Right.
Really great stuff out of D2E. I like what they're doing at that B site. It's brutal.
Yeah, I would like to see a little more answer from DNA Diff, and now we're finally seeing that. We see 4 over here on this B site. So this is what I'd like to see from them. Just a change in play. I would have liked to see it maybe a round earlier, but again, that 3rd round, everybody's on a full buy. You never really know where anybody's going here. But again, down to earth, pressing in a hurry on the B site. Neat able to find one as there's 3 more tucked here in Garden. The spray is coming out. Neat gets 1. Nick on the trade finds the head, but Neat with a triple kill. And back and forth just like that. Omen, the only one here to remain. Does look like he did fake that TP. They're going to try to rotate around through CT. And one thing I've noticed that I really do like about this down-to-earth team is they have a lot of faith in their teammates. Once they get this bomb down, they hold their angles. They don't have to worry about one of their players, giving up on that angle without letting them know. They're really doing a great job of covering each other here. And, as Omen tries to make this push here through CT.
Yeah, their setup. I mean, it's just, wow, boom, there it is. That's it. Anti-Fiber says, no. My house. Yeah. Their setup is next level. I mean, when they're... It's the setup after the push, because the push is so effective and so fast that they're able to just go in and just say, all right, we've got every angle covered, we've got all of our stuff set. They save enough utility so that they know that they are effective while they're sitting there, right? Mm-hmm. They use enough on the push to get on site quick, and then when they're on site, they're throwing out those drones and the rest of the stuff because they still got them.
Yeah, great stuff. Just the way that they're playing this map here, too, I just have a strong feeling that this was their map pick because, again, they have no fear. They just 4-stack The DNA Dip just 4 stacks B, right? They have no fear. They're still pushing here in a hurry. DNA Dip has already got 2 back on A. They're calling for it. Huge plays here from Neon with a triple kill. And just like that, DNA Dip falls out from the depths and fights back in this one.
Yeah, they sure do. And not only do they take the round win, they don't lose a single player. I mean, what a difference maker for their econ at this point, okay? Coming into this, was it going to be now round 6? Okay, we're at 1 to 4. Again, taking a round like that, number 1, great. But taking a round and not losing a single player, not losing a single weapon, any of that, that's even bigger for them as they try to shift the momentum of what we're seeing in this game.
Absolutely, absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. And we'll see if they're able to do anything here. You know, this next round, a big one here. I'd like to see them string at least 2 together and get something going here. But again, that relentless push over toward that B site. And that's Neon who catches 6-pack slipping outside bathrooms over on A. And now they know they've got that kill. No one else is there. The intel from the teammates, the rotation coming through CT, and in a hurry, Nick versus Neon up. And now the push as the bomb goes down here on this B site. Ray's tucked in hookah, and then the retake is on. There's Yum, finds one. Jet Neon in the ult. Can't find the right click, and Fat's able to chop her down. The op is going to fall as well, and not a weapon you want to lose here.
Oh yeah, Jet's gonna want that ult back for sure.
Yeah, honestly, they had the manpower. They should have, you know, in all honesty, taken this round. Now they find themselves in a 2v1 as they are able to clutch. Plenty of time here for the defuse. Gonna switch it out. Ico, help Ico get that ult. We see Sage already has that ult in hand, and now we finally might have a match here, Thunder.
Yep, we sure do. Yep, I mean, we talked about it just before this round, how crucial that round win was for DNA Diff, and how, not only the win itself, but how they won it. How they won that round has set them up for what we see now. They're rocking an op. They are ready to go. I mean, this is a big momentum shift for them, and they're going to want to keep this train rolling in the direction that it is going.
And can we just talk about, again, you know, before we get to that replay there, we saw everybody's posted up over there at B again. And you know, we see DNA Diff has 3 on A here. Down to Earth is absolutely relentless over here on this B site.
They are, I mean, you know, were they expecting maybe a strategy shift or whatever it was, but they put the 3 over on A, and it does not go well. And that trip from A over to B is a long one. Whether you're going through CT or whether you're going through TP, that is a long trip from A to B.
Yeah, and can we talk about that phenomenal double blast pack from Rays coming out of hookah there? I mean, there was one waiting, I don't know if it was Silva or who, but someone was waiting under the window, almost expelled an entire Phantom clip, and still couldn't chop down that Rays double blast packing onto site, allowed his teammates to jump out of the window, clean up on that kill as well. And again, it's just, you know, small mistakes like that they can't capitalize on that kill. Some good juke moves from Rays as well, but you know, at any rate, Down to Earth here finds themselves taking another round.
Yeah, that blast pack you mentioned, you're right. Huge. Coming through and bounces out of hookah. I almost bounced clear over the box in the middle of B site, right?
Yeah,
and you got to have some serious, not only keyboard, but also mouse discipline to be able to make that happen and get your agent all the way out there. These attacks are absolutely stunning right now. It just is, they're coming on so strong. They don't have to be patient. When they're pushing, doesn't matter hookah, long B, what they don't have to be patient.
And you know, wow. I do like what DNA Diff is doing here. Dubbin has been on long B the whole time, 0-6, really struggling over there, unfortunately, right? So they throw him over on A. They do mix it up a little bit, but again, why they're not still cheating 4 on B here or playing for that retake is still baffling to me just a little bit, because Down to Earth as showing like they're not going to let up over here.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it literally does go back to that idea of, okay, well, if it's working, why would we change? Why would we change where we're going? I mean, maybe for this reason right here, because now they're down to a 1v5, and this Cypher is very lonely.
Yeah, it looks like they found the answer they needed, and that trust lies in Neon. Jet there with that operator in hand, dunking down with a huge triple kill, cleaning up on Long B, and just like that, they find themselves here only down by 2 rounds.
Yep, they are making they're mounting at least somewhat of a comeback. And to continue, it's going to take play just like we've seen. Using utility, being ready, and then also it does take a little bit of luck. It just does. At the end of the day, sometimes it takes a little bit of luck. Sometimes they make a push that you're ready for. Sometimes they don't. But if you can get 1 or 2 kills right away, again, you're going to start taking rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and again, I like that mentality of, take it 1 round at a time, do what you can do. As they do get set up and down to earth now, mixing up a little bit, going toward that A site, but again, could very easily TP as we do see DNA Diff all set up here. Heaven and CT looking to push together, waiting for that smoke to dissipate as they go as a team. Shock darts coming out on default, but just a hair too late. 3 cheating over here in that U-Haul lamps area, and here comes the nade from Raze. Tucked into the corner, doesn't find anyone. Neon up top with the op. Sights in set, but can't find anyone as well, as they're doing a great job holding this plan off. And now the peak 6-pack finds one, Neat with another. And now just like that, DNA Diff starts to fall. Nick on the tray, but time is ticking, and they got to come away with something here soon if they want a chance to defuse this.
Yeah, it's going to take something close to a miracle at this point, as the spike is about to blow. What have we talked about all day out of Down to Earth and how they set up after the plant?
Mm-hmm.
It's their movement and their setup after the plant is something special. And what we're seeing is exactly that. Watch this. Look at where they set up all of their players in places where they just can't be seen. Something like a Sova, a recon dart in that position is only going to reveal maybe 1 player.
Yeah.
So they're doing really, really smart stuff after they get the plant and they get everything organized on the attack. It's really, really nice to see.
Yeah, and I love the fact that they shoot that wall as soon as it goes up. Whether they decide to press that position or not, at least the wall is broken. It makes that defending team think about, well, now there is the chance that they can go through there. So at least it's in the back of their mind. We can see that rotation already kind of coming out toward that B site. But Down to Earth does lose a member here just outside of Market, it looks like.
Yeah, got a rotation here. Attackers lose a player right away. I wonder, what do we have? Do we have someone that making some noise still over at A? That might be a smart play for them at this point, is really to just take the attention away from that B site, because that's where the spike is going.
Oh, and that's
but
Neon.
Omen is over there.
Spike down.
Yeah, Omen is going to find that kill on 6-pack. He is going to spot the spike as well. Has the intel. Yum jumping up. Line goes out. Oiko finds the kill on Yum, though. Blast out with that blast back, but here comes the rotation. Of course, Neon with the op, chilling over on A, waiting for that lurker, but it's Dubban who finds a double kill, and hopefully those are the kills that Dub needs to get going here, as he has struggled tremendously in this first half.
Yeah, you're not wrong. This round win is another big one, right? They don't lose a player, they keep the op, they keep weapons, and they're building their econ as we move into this late stage of the game, right? Which is nice work. Nice work. They got to keep that momentum going, though, because D2E on the attack is doing great stuff. They adapt so extremely well, and if they get that spike down, I've said it a couple times now, they get that spike down, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, right?
Yep, I think they're going to be really scary on defense as well. I tend to like playing the defense a little more on this map, but the way they're playing this offensively, I feel like they're going to be very scary defense on bind.
Yeah, they've got a really good feel for this map.
Yeah, that's why I believe it was their map pick, but I guess time will tell. Bat's able to find a headshot on the Ico there and kind of even it out a little bit in this 4v3 situation as DNA Diff looks to grab a couple more rounds as we head near halftime, but of course here comes that shock dart from Bats, and See if he can get a little intel for his team as Nick is tucked in that little tube there. And we can see one rotating around the elbow. Cypher with that trap, the rotation. And what a huge dart from Bats to find the kill. 6-pack fiber, both get one. And now it's all down to Dubin. Nice little dart onto that default area. Finds a little damage onto Sova. But again, 3v1 is just a tough retake as we can see Down to Earth falling back into the position. And we know what happens after that.
Yeah, this retake is just nasty. It's one of the most brutal in the entire game. When you're coming from A over to B, I mentioned it earlier, it's a long road and a long walk because covering, there's only one good way to come. And if they have more than one person, boom, it's gonna go down just like that. Sorry, attackers are gonna take that one.
Yeah, and 6-pack capitalizing, padding the kills to the list there as we head into the final round before halftime. And Neon, though, performing phenomenally well. There's 13-6 and up.
Yeah, Neon making solid work of that operator, but at the end of the day, I mean, that KDA is not in. It's not enough to go up against what D2E has put together as far as a team attack.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, too, at that high-level gameplay, it's not always about that one person, that one phenomenal carrier, whatever it might be. You know, that team has to work together. You know, they have to communicate. They have to play well together. So we'll see how they can fare here, especially in this second half as we switch sides. But, of course, this final round before halftime, kind of cheating over toward this A site is Down to Earth. And looks like we've got DNA Diff pushing up through bathrooms with a little early intel. And this could be a huge flank for them. They are able to pull this off.
Yeah. I mean, getting behind. Ooh, there it is. There's one. You said it, man. Yeah. That push through showers is massive, and it's effective right now because they definitely want to take another round win before we switch sides.
Yeah, you know, and DNA Diff kind of sniffing it out. We saw Phoenix rotate back that way. He was actually looking that way, but you know, great game sense. Unfortunately, they just had the gunpowder, able to chop him down. Aiko finds one. Now Yum left alone in bathrooms. 1v4, can he do the unthinkable? Sprays coming out as he finds himself in a tough position, now pressing into the showers here as he works his way back toward this site. Smoke's definitely going to make it difficult for him. The spray is coming out, and Nick had him trained 5-7 as we head into halftime.
Yeah, he wasn't about to do much carrying that ruined Vandal through the showers there. Good-looking gun, but not when you're coming up against that many players. It's just a lot to ask. A lot to ask of even an Omen to get through and get that sort of thing happening. A big round win right there for DNA Diff as they are down only by 2 rounds as we switch sides. You know, we've seen this throughout the day as we've been casting, right? Things being super, super tight at the switch, you know? So I'm excited to see how things shake out. I don't know if I'm ready to give an edge to either team because I feel like even though D2E is ahead right now, DNA Diff has got a little bit of a momentum advantage, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, just when you start to think one team's doing better, you know, early on it looked like Down to Earth was starting to run away with it. Then just like that, the other team battles back with that momentum. So, you know, I'm really with you on this one. I really can't give either team the edge right now. You know, DNA Diff coming in with that game advantage here, but Down to Earth looking to tie it up. And now the shots are ringing out. Dubin finds the double, and Neon gets one as well as they clean house. Now that rotation coming around through CT, Rays and Cypher looking to do something. Definitely another tough retake coming out here on that D2E side.
1 remaining.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh.
Yeah,
Spike goes down, but man, there it is. They maintain. They keep 3 players after that pistol round. Big win. Big win for DNA Diff.
That final round before halftime was so huge for DNA Diff, and this is why. Now they win that pistol round, right? They're down by 1 round, and they most definitely should win this next round. We can see the Spectres across the board. They've really outgunned them, out-armored them here. So after this round, essentially on paper, if everything goes right, now they're all tied up, and it's like we're back at square one here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, we're looking at this right after the pistol round. DNA Diff, they're showing a strong attack here. They get a couple of quick picks, or one at least.
Yeah, and again, the shock dart into garden there, hoping someone's there, but no one's there. We can see Neat waiting in that elbow, going to be smoked off. See if the spray comes through. That Sova drone looking for that early intel as well. And Ray's waiting there in CT on the other smoke. Beautiful wall there. Going to hold Phoenix back. And the stop from Ico and Neon as they both find a kill. And now DNA Diff has turned it around in a hurry. And again, what an exciting game we have here tonight.
Oh, and it's tied up. Yes, all of a sudden, tied up. You said it. We have got some exciting Valorant that we have already cast. And, I mean, these two teams, we said it earlier, when you get to this elite level of play, right, it is about taking advantage of the small mistakes, taking advantage of the maybe the pushes that kind of go wrong, or maybe it's a quick pick, right, that you capitalize on those little things right there. Neon, that was a massive kill for the Jet. And really nice stuff. I really think that DNA Diff has got something well put together as they are formulating their attack here.
I mean, Neon 17-7, Ico 13-7. So, you know, that alone right there is scary enough for me, because you have people like Nick down here 4-8. Dubbin was 0-7 or 0-6 at one point, now 5-11. So, you know, these guys are just as scary. So if you're D2E, you know, in the back of your mind, you're worrying about Nick and Dubbin starting to pop off. If these guys are able to pop off now as well, you know, DNA Diff already back in this game, they can really start to capitalize on this.
Yes. We've said it all day. We have got a little bit of a pause here, folks, so hang tight. Production just getting with us saying that we're going to pause for, it's either something going on with one of the players getting back into the lobby or something like that, so just hang tight with us. Yeah, we're tied up now. Haughtsauce. Completely tied up. The game of Valorant is one that swings at any moment, at any given moment, right? And one epic play, 1 3-4 kill from whether that's a Jet or, I mean, we've been talking a lot about how effective Raze is on this map, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of those things that ultimately can be the difference maker. And so what we've seen out of both of these teams is the ability to answer. The ability to answer what the other one has. And now at 7-7, we have got a set of rounds that are going to be really interesting to watch.
Yeah, and, you know, DNA Diff is actually starting to pad that economy as well. So, you know, this next round coming up for Down to Earth is going to be a very, very crucial round. At any rate, I'm not sure if we had a tactical pause or a technical pause. So I'm not sure if it's going to be a few minutes to get that worked out, or I guess we'll wait and hear. I don't know if we're going to a short break. But, again, I know we talked about it a little bit off break, Thunder, but thoughts on Phantom or Vandal and what?
Thoughts on Phantom or Vandal?
Yeah.
Yes, so when I started playing the game, absolutely Phantom all day. That's the only thing I was saving for. Now, I've moved on to, as I get a little bit better with my trigger control and that, I prefer to go towards the Vandal. But it really depends kind of on the day and kind of on the situation as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
what I really want is a machine gun.
Yeah, you said you love the Odin. So
yeah, I love the Odin. I love the Ares. Give it to me. I'm spraying, man.
Heck yeah, that's what we love to hear. But guys, we do apologize. It looks like there was a small reconnect issue, but we do have all the members back in. As you can see, they're battling it out. Both already losing a member here as they are rotating over toward that B site. And DNA Diff maybe giving D2E a little taste of their own medicine here.
Yeah, I think so. You know, what do we see for a rotate here? We're trying for B, which, I mean, it's maybe a tough push, but they've got the firepower going in.
Yeah, now the utility coming out, though. That smoke perfectly timed as well. And it's always tough to push through that smoke. We can see Sova, Omen, a lot already waiting here on the site. They sniffed it out nicely. Here comes the Molly. He's going to double blast in around the corner. The intel is there.
Wow.
And what a beautiful play from Ico.
Absolutely insane. What? Boom, just bouncing in. That was a late double bounce. And then 2 kills just to finish it off. Oh, but this...
Yeah, Six-Pack with a huge counter-attack. Finds the 2. The intel's there. Now the spray and a burst up. That's the unthinkable. Oh, but Bats somehow able to come away with a clutch. Wow. But that double blast back, what a phenomenal play by that Raze with the headset. I mean, she could hear the sprays coming out, finds both kills through those smokes, one on site, one to the CT, the flick, the control. Phenomenal job, and just what a great play to watch. You'll see it here again.
Yeah. Boom. The second pack comes late as she's on the way down. And boom, 2 kills. Oh, that was
Huge
impressive.
Play. Yeah, unfortunately, they were still unable to grab that round win. As they try to battle back here, but they are still they're down by 1. Excuse me. And again, we'll see Jet not buy. Going to try to use this knife, see if she can claim a kill, possibly pick up a weapon here.
Yeah, a smart thing to do. Really smart thing to do. Save a little bit of money. Oh, but man, gets taken out. Ouch.
Yeah, just a beautiful shot from Six back there. The knives were raining down, but they just couldn't find the mark. And now Anti-Fiber with a peek pre-fire. Knows someone's off in there as Nick now has the intel from that shot, moving closer, looking to get the swing. Now running away, finds one. Could get caught with utility on. Has the blind, and what a beautiful play from Nick. Tucked into a tough position. Comes away with a phenomenal kill.
Sure does, and now they are on the move over to this B site. It was looking like advantage defenders, and now it does look like it is advantage for the attackers as they make a quick, nice move through that TP. Very solid, and the spike is down.
Yeah, just a lot of sprays coming through these smokes, trying to get something. Now the blind here, Cypher or Phoenix onto site, finds the kill. Yum! Cleans up, and ladies and gentlemen, down to earth with the retake, finds themselves up by 2 rounds.
Man, beautiful retake there. They were coming from CT, which is such a hard place to retake an attack from. But man, they do it beautifully and get the defuse. Nice.
Yeah, just a beautiful job. And what a great job here by Nick, though. He finds that first kill. He was in a tough spot, has the blind. Raze tries the blast pack, still gets caught in the open. He's able to clean up those 2 kills. But, D2E, just their retakes are really, really nice right now.
Yep. Yeah, truly. And it is the difference maker for them. It's going to make them a very hard team to beat.
Yeah, they don't have any one standout guy on kills right now. Everybody's playing really well together. Everybody has a lot of kills, several assists as well. So, right now they just have the slight upper hand. They're able to capitalize. They have some really good rotations. They had some great pushes on offense as well. And right now they're looking like the stronger team here in game 1.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Their play throughout this, coming out strong on their B pushes and then adapting as things didn't go their way for a few rounds, all of that. Man, they're in a great place as we move into the late stages of this game.
And again, this is technically game 2. DNA Diff did win that upper semifinals bracket, so they come in with that 1-win advantage here. So right now, DNA Diff with 1 win in the bag as D2E on this first map looks to find that equalizer as they are up by 2. But again, another possible rotation coming out here, and D2E kind of going back and forth. We see on the mini map there, and Spawn trying to figure out where to go as well.
Oh wow, huge res. Huge res. We talked about it. The res is always OP. It just is, man.
Yeah. I mean, you take this 4v3 situation into a 5v3 now, and of course, Raze with the ult fires into CT, doesn't find the mark. Here's the grenade to buy a little time, and what a beautiful shock dart coming out from D2E. Buy him a little extra time, nearly killed Dubbin as well. We saw the Omen ult onto short there as well with a little bit of intel from him. Nick finds the kill on Denise, now on a 5v2, but a couple of them are sitting with just a little bit of health.
Yep, a 5v2 is worlds different from a 4v3. And this, I mean, wow for D2E. Putting this all together, I mean, this stuff is super impressive.
Yeah, D2E most likely going to have to fall back and save these 2 weapons, though. We can see Raze on that hunt trying to chase down Bass and Yum as they are. I'm not sure what weapons they have or what they're saving over there as well.
DNA Diff, I misspoke there. DNA Diff taking the win. But the rest of what I said I meant, aside from the name of the team.
Hey, it happens sometimes. But yeah, just a great job, from D2E overall. But DNA Diff now battling back, doing a great job trying to switch up those strategies. We saw a nice rotation, great res from Sage to secure that round win, as we saw D2E back off and off to save those 2 weapons there. So interested to see if they can take this next round. It's going to be a crucial one for them as they start to battle back here.
Yep, that res, we said it in game and we said it just now. That res coming up huge, absolutely huge. And when you are playing, you know, when you're playing a team with no healers, right, you have more firepower in your utility, but you are lacking in some of that ability to regroup and recover.
Yeah, and now they're pressing this A site again in a hurry. A huge Silva ult. Could be big, but unfortunately doesn't come away with a whole lot there. And now Aiko here with that judge trying to clear some room for the bathrooms push as well. Or excuse me, that's them in bathrooms. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Well, I'm going to go down here from Dubbin, though, and now the intel comes out. What a kill from Neon, though. Can we talk about Neon right now? I think he might have a 20 bomb after that one.
Yep, Neon is playing lights out. Absolutely lights out.
So Phoenix, all that remains, Neat here now in a tough position. Again, Phoenix in hand. No armor, though. Doesn't really have to save here. They're on that loss bonus. Probably get slightly more money for going ahead and throwing this one out. Does able to find a kill on Neon, take a gun away, possibly some cash. But again, this DNA diff really stringing together some nice strategies here in the second half.
Yeah, we went from 7-7 to 9-9 where we're sitting at now. Either one of these teams, I believe, can take it. You know, we look a little bit at the utility here. I think the utility advantage is going to be in the way of DNA diff at this point, right? We got a lot of cash over on that side and a lot of guns. So at this point, yeah, I think that's the right move. I think that's the right move for D2E. Take a round, take some sheriffs in there, get some picks, see if you can't get some guns, get some things happening.
Yeah, I mean, that range from Hookah there, it's the perfect one-tap range, but unfortunately, Six-Pack unable to get it. Nick finds a nice headshot. And, you know, if there's one person you want to kill right now, it's Six-Pack. He's been phenomenal for this down-to-earth team as they do start to push this B-side. It looks like Raze and Sage all alone over here, but that flank is coming around. It should be an easy plan here for DNA Diff.
Yep, sure is. They make the moves. They kind of get in and control the site because there's just a lot of players over at A right now, or at least making their way from A, right? Raze and Omen kind of splitting at this point, taking through CT and then and Raze down through the bottom there. Let's see what they break. You know, they want and need a defuse right now.
Yeah, Neon has just been absolutely unstoppable with this op and clips up another kill. Nice little shot there. Dashes away. Doesn't find the mark, but again, time ticking. The molly. He's going to buy a little time. Nick tucked in a perfect position. And again, I'm not sure if Raze knows he's there, nading for the opposite direction. Nice flick from Nick. And Neon as well as they clean up. And DNA Div finds themselves on top here.
Yeah, Neon with that operator is already giving me nightmares. That's spooky stuff. I every time the crosshair placement is just all there. Look at this replay.
Yeah, beautiful replay there. Nice shot from Neon. Nick as well at the same time on the other side. And D2E is able to come away with a full buy here, though. They were on that eco round. So, again, this is going to be the important round here for D2E as that economy has really dwindled away for them.
Yeah, it's crunch time. It is. This is the very, very, very final stage of this game. And, you know, knowing that DNA Diff has that one, you know, that 1 point advantage already to start this thing off, these are really crucial rounds. And they want to bring every single thing that they have.
Yeah, well, and they're doing a great job so far. But, I mean, just a close game. I'm loving how close this is. And now pressing over here toward that hookah. Looks like they are going to rotate out. That was Omen with the ult, but he doesn't really get any intel there on that one. And again, Neon with this op, just holding that angle, trying to get that first pick. And Neon has really been a game changer here for DNA Diff thus far.
Yep. I mean, it just, Neon seems to be everywhere. I mean, I've seen very, very minimal mistakes. Oh, but that one, Neon goes down. They get out and take Neon down. Oh!
Yeah, maybe a little bit of the caster's curse there, unfortunately. But Devin does find that trade, comes away with one, tries to get the equalizer here as they look to push that site. But again, 20 seconds remaining. It's going to be a tough job. Neat, Aiko, both find a trade. Yum, waiting up there in hookah. Waiting for that plant to go down. Two tucked away in CT. Here comes the ult. And what a shot from Fiber again. 10 seconds left. There's the blast pack. And they find another now in a 1v1. 6 seconds remaining. The plant can't
Is there
go
enough time to
down.
plant?
Oh, he fakes
No!
it, and Bats calls the fake. What a play.
Wow. Wow. Oh, definitely calls a fake there, and we are back tied up at 10-10. What a little mind game we saw going down there. You know, sometimes that's what it takes, right? You take that risk. You take
Absolutely.
that risk, letting go of that button and saying, no, I'm not going to plant because I think this guy is going to come around the corner and is going to get me. But what patience out of the defenders, okay? And knowing, okay, in this 1v1, I forget exactly which player it was, but to be able to sit there and be like, you know what, even if he does get this planted, it's going to be tight because it was coming down to only like 3-point-something seconds left. I don't know that the full plant would have gone.
Yeah, well, when he initiated, he was at that 4 mark. He could have actually got the plant in time, but Bats peaked once, didn't peak that second time. Great game sense. Phenomenal job from Bats, and really just knowing that even if he gets the bomb down, he can still fight it. He has time, and just a phenomenal play from Bats. You know, Bats at the bottom of the leaderboard for his team right now, but it just goes to show you how important that game sense is, and just that one round can make all the difference.
Yeah, sure can.
Beautiful knives from Neon there, though, on 6-pack in heaven. And now Phoenix, all that remains here for this down-to-earth team. And down-to-earth looking really just devastated, just like a dominating force that first half. But things have really turned around. And I really have no idea who's going to win this game.
You're right. I mean, everything is tightened up. Everything has just, come really down to this. You know, we're seeing a lot of really, really calculated play out of these teams. I thought in the middle of this round, that Sage going down was maybe unnecessary, but still the attackers win. But maybe you could have saved the little utility there. Either way, this thing right now just ever so slightly going the way of DNA Diff. We just keep tacking on the rounds, man. 10-11 right now. It does not get much closer than that, and we might be going into overtime.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. The way things are going, we very well could see an overtime. And both these teams very, very talented. It's been a lot of fun to watch and cast. You know, there's little things that you can take and learn from this as well. But I just want to thank LANFest, InfernaLAN, and Northwestern Esports for allowing all this to happen, for putting this on, allowing us to be here as well. And just what a great charity organization, guys. They do a lot of great work, a nonprofit charity organization. If you're able to donate anything at all, no donation is too small. It goes a long way, and we greatly appreciate that over here at LANFest.
100%. If you can donate, if you know someone who can donate, lanfest.donordrive.com. Okay, again, lanfest.donordrive.com. Check it out. See what you can give and see how you can support your community.
And there's Yum popping ahead. And they find themselves here again on a 5v2 down to earth. They were down by a round. They don't want to give it up. And, man, they are battling back ferociously here.
They sure are, in a 2v5. They know they're at the disadvantage. However, oh, wow!
Man, that
trade
really,
1 for 2. They'll take that at this point.
Channeled my inner Ric Flair on that one. What a beautiful shot from Nick. They were able to trade him out, but again, just a nice shot. Aiko waiting patiently, does find the kill here. And from a 5v2 to a 2v1, what is going on?
Oh, wow, Aiko. Oh, but doesn't get that last frag. No, and the defuse will come. We are at 11-11. Man, we called overtime potentially coming, and we're going to know in a short couple of rounds whether or not we're going there. These two teams going pound for pound. I thought that round very well could have gone the way for the attackers because their rotation was great. There were 4 players moving towards B until right before that spike started to go down. And then all of a sudden it was like, no, everybody back.
Yeah, honestly, I thought it was all D2E there, and then all of a sudden from a 2v5 to a 2v2, and then I'm like, then it was a 2v1, and I was just like, wow, the attackers actually might take this. And, just a phenomenal job from them to turn nothing into something there. Unfortunately, down to earth, able to take that, tie it up here at 11-11, and we said overtime, but it's inching a little bit closer as we speak.
Yep, sure enough. Aiko. Oh, does the ulti get him? Yes.
No, somebody else actually killed him there. Aiko is going to get rezzed, but I'm not sure if the ult would have killed him or if the kill came out first, but either way, just a little mishap coming out from Maiko there. Good rotation coming in, though. All three of them are going to be in CT here, and nice little one-way. I don't know if they're going to use it, though.
Yeah, the wall goes up, nice, and gets demolished right away as they make this push. We're now 3v4. What a crucial res coming out of that Sage in the middle of the round, right? We've been talking about the res all day.
Yep.
Okay, you cannot replace that. That makes it a 6v5.
And then the heal on Sova as well, and just right back to full health virtually for almost every member of the team. There's Bats with a flash. Unfortunately, does hit his teammate. And now they're just trying to flush out these corners. But again, DNA Div taking a little note from that D2E playbook, falling back off site, holding the angles that they need to hold. And now on a 3v2 as sprays come out, and Neat somehow comes away with that kill. Ducking behind the wall, not able to see the person. Maybe not the best move, but what a flick from Neon! Absolutely phenomenal play, and he is on fire.
Neon with the shots, and that Sova ult. Look at that Sova ult. Man, Phoenix couldn't do nothing. He's sitting right in that corner right here, and I believe right after this, yep,
what a
Neon
flick.
takes one,
What a
Sova
flick.
takes the other, easy peasy.
Neon got that double. Neon got both of those kills right there.
Is that right?
Yes. Neon got the
I
bomb
thought
planner,
Dubbin had one of them.
yeah, if you look at the kill feed, it was a great shot. I think the damage from the ult allowed Neon to get that easy kill, but she actually gets the kill first on the bomb planner, flicks up and gets that omen. Just a phenomenal flick.
Sick. Absolutely sick.
And here come the shock darts. This team pushing quickly as Neon does find one before he gets traded out. That's Bats on that trade. Now the drone coming out. Up not to push here. The wall does come up, though, and now Neon, that wall, plenty of time to reinforce as well. Going to take Bats some extra rounds to break through that. Bomb should go down here with ease, and DNA Diff really turn it on in these latter rounds.
Yep, they sure are, and now they want to take this one to take the dub. In this 4v3, it's going to take a serious effort out of D2E, who have played phenomenally. They really have throughout this. Oh, there's a big frag.
Big frag. Huge frag from her there to take one away. Now they find another, but the other way, Nick gets it, and what a play! I never saw it coming. I honestly thought Down to Earth was going to take this game, and just like that, from under the rug, this DNA Diff makes all the difference and comes away with game 2. They are now up 2-0 in the series since they came in with that one map advantage, and what a series, Thunder.
Yep, absolutely insane. I mean, in the first matchup between these two, right, as you said,
yes.
DNA Diff coming in at that one map advantage. They are now up 2. Right? So if they win this next round, it is
it's all said and done
for them. It is all over. But these matches are shifting so quickly, right? I mean,
yes.
It's as if the momentum is just it's like ping pong. It is just going back and forth. So I will never say that D2E is out of it at this point. Not by a long shot. If they are able to string together some offense or defense and then turn that into kind of mitigating damage, right? Making sure they don't lose too many rounds before they go into the half. They're a dangerous team. They are a dangerous team. Yes, they lost that game, but not by much.
Not by much at all. And they seem to be a little better on attacking. They have this go, and they attack very well, and they seem to attack the same site several times in a row. And you just can't stop them. So, look to see that same pace. Look to see maybe some of those rotations coming in, and just honestly, like you said, it was just such a close game. It was just, those 2 rounds were by a kill here or a kill there, or even that Sage res, I really think made all the difference.
Yeah. I mean, you can't say enough about what the res will do for a team, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that right there, you take a 2v4 or 2v5 situation, and all of a sudden you make it so many times more manageable. Right?
Exactly.
Or, I mean, in a situation where you just want and need to have that extra person, or you don't want to lose the cash, right? That res, even if it doesn't help you win a round, that res could be worth anywhere between 3 and 5K, man.
Right, depending on what weapon you're holding. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I would think they make good work of it.
Yeah, definitely excited to see this third game, see if D2E can extend their longevity, push it into a possible Game 5 situation, or if DNA Diff will be able to close it out. My mustache is standing on end.
Just getting a little too spooked kind of by everything that's going on right now. I completely understand, right? We are looking at, okay, so when it comes down to it, for Down to Earth, right? This is going to take a massive push, right? A massive push, because you need to start the reverse sweep right now.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, this, not only are you starting the momentum for this game, you got to start the reverse sweep right here, getting into it, right? The fight is going to be as brutal as my dogs that were just barking at each other right now. They get into it.
That's right.
They get into it. They're fine. But these guys on the maps, right? D2E, they want to come out super, super, super strong. They want to come out commanding.
100%.
They want to take advantage of what the map has to offer, whatever that map is going to be. We're going to find out here. But yeah, I think it's a tall order for D2E. I think they can do it, but their work is cut out for them.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see if they will make any changes to the agents that they use as well. I mean, we saw a little bit of change there from that map going into bind. So definitely, as you said, definitely interested to see what map will be next and what they will go with as well.
Yeah, do they bring in a healer, right? DNA Diff didn't need, necessarily, because DNA Diff was running without the Sage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So at this point, do they need a healer? Do they need to change anything?
Or no, I think DNA had the Sage. I think DNA was the team with the Sage. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So again, at the end of the day, when you don't have any heals, it makes things really, really tough. You have to be a little more aggressive. You have to be a step ahead of your opponent, because there is no necessarily, you don't get any recovery unless, from someone like Phoenix, who can heal himself, that type of thing. So,
especially when you lose the match, only by 2 rounds, you got to think back, did they get a res that round? Is that what made the difference? And those things can come back to haunt you. So, interested to see. I know it looks like this third and final map is going to be on Haven as we get loaded in here. But again, guys, special thanks to InfernaLAN, LANFest, and Northwestern Esports, guys. Again, if you're able to help out, lanfest.donordrive.com. And again, that top fundraiser going to win a Razer Ornata keyboard. So some awesome stuff there as well. And as well, lanfest.com/merch for some really sweet gear. A lot of great upcoming events as well. We'll touch base with those a little bit later here this evening. But we are loaded in what could be the final match of the night here.
Yep, we sure are. This is match point at this point. To your point about the donations, you're right. The top donation getter is going to get that keyboard, but that's not your own personal donations. It counts if you bring people in to donate and you get people to donate. So please, for what we're doing here, we appreciate all the support here at LANFest as we get going into this, a very crucial game for Down to Earth.
Yep. So spread the words, tell your friends. Any little bit goes a long way, guys. We greatly appreciate it. And now we're back in the action as Ico able to find one. He's back on Cypher and feeling it now from behind. Fiber, Bats, and Neon all find a kill. And Six-Pack, the only one that remains, is Ico cleans up with a huge triple kill.
Man, wow. That round went fast. Gosh, those frenzies were out there, and it was just happening. Look at that. And now, all of a sudden, right, we have got DNA Diff up by 1.
Yeah, and we talked about, watching D2E come out swinging. And again, so I think the way that it works, too, just to kind of reiterate or refresh here. So, they came in with that map 1 advantage. So the first map pick is DNA Diffs. Well, they win that one. So then the second map would be D2E's pick, which would have been Vine. They played very well, unfortunately unable to take it. So I do believe that this now is back to DNA Diff's map pick. Okay. So that's most likely why we see the way things are. I could be wrong, but I know that that's how it's worked in the past a little bit. But again, we wanted to see Down to Earth come out swinging. Right now, they lose that first round. Going to lose the second one as well. So this third round here, Thunder, is going to be insanely crucial, I feel, for Down to Earth.
Yeah, it is, and they're going to come in with the firepower, right? They saved in that second round, knowing that they wanted to come into round 3, come on strong, right? A bunch of shields and a bunch of guns right there on that listing for D2E. I mean, it's stacked. There's not much money left, but there's a lot of firepower there. So they do, yeah, they want to come out and they want to get pretty freaky this round. You know, they want to take as many players as they can and lose as few as they can.
Yeah, because I mean, and what a great pick by Six Pack here. You know, and Neon, this DNA Diff team, though, is on a bonus buy here. They don't really have to buy. The economy's there, so they can give away this round and most likely still be able to buy.
Careful.
Still didn't want to see Neon really caught slipping there on that orb, though, up long.
Yeah, you know, I mean, takes the look, takes that kind of, second and then 2 seconds with Marshall to look down. But that Killjoy's just waiting, very patient, and a nice patient play to take that first blood.
Yeah, they are able to get the bomb down here, though, and now they're going to fall back off to this B site. This is a site that can be very easy to hold once you get the bomb plant down, making that retake pretty difficult. We can see a lot of the utility coming through the smoke, making sure nobody's tapping that bomb, making sure no one's getting out of the way. There's Six Pack up close, steps in, finds one. There's Anti-Fiber with another. And that crucial round for Down to Earth, and they take it.
They sure do, bringing it up to a 1-2, just a deficit of 1 round for them. Big win. You do not want to, when you're already at the type of disadvantage that they're at right now, you do not want to drop another round.
I see Neon with an op in hand already and sitting at 4-1. Neon might be feeling a little salty after that orb action earlier, so got the op sitting here waiting for that. And we might even see her touch the orb once and try to bait it.
Oh!
What a shot. You know, that's a beautiful job. Beautiful job by Neon. The turret was placed, could have easily taken it, but instead went back into hiding. The turret didn't trigger, signaling Killjoy that it was okay to cross. And Neon just hit her with the old bait and switch. What a play as Aversa finds a double. Now one for Neat.
Yeah, there you go, Neon. That, I mean, the patience and the spatial awareness to know, oh, yeah, I still have a window, and I don't have to worry about the turret. I mean, fantastic
just a big brain play.
Spike planted.
Big brain play, and you love to see it as both of these teams incredibly talented, now battling back and forth yet again. As Down to Earth looks to tie it up. We had a lot of ties in the last game as well, and there's Phoenix in his ult, pressing the site, looking to get that bait from the teammate. 2 in the garage. There's the intel. And ladies and gentlemen, somebody stop Neon because he's absolutely on fire.
Yep, Neon. Oof. If I'm staring down Neon right now, I am getting pretty darn scared. Pretty darn scared. The op is there, and the discipline is there. All of that. That's a scary player on the map right here. Watch this. This is that replay we were talking about.
Yep.
Watch that. The turret goes down. Oh, no. Can't see me.
And what a
John
flick.
Cena.
What a flick. John Cena.
You can't see me right here.
Building. The Magic Man.
But
yeah, just a phenomenal play there, and they're really capitalizing on these opportunities. Neon 7-1 right now, and if you're D2E, you either do one of two things. You either use that utility like that with the smoke and you press the crap out of them, try to get that kill, or you do the exact opposite. You say, where's Jet, where's the op, and let's go the opposite side, as far away from her as we can.
Yeah, wow, look at this. An interesting place. A very interesting place for that Killjoy ult.
Don't often, I really like it.
Yeah, you don't often see it stretch between 2 points like this.
And the nice thing is, though, it does actually cover all of B.
Yeah, and part of A.
And the BA link. So really, you only have to cover that BC link area, as you're getting out of there. I actually have yet to see that plant there in that corner. Phenomenal job. There's the one way. Whoa, flash! He steps out, finds the head. There's another. Make it 3. What a triple kill. All headshots raining down from above. And he finds one more.
Woo! Man.
Woo is exactly right. Everybody channel your inner Ric Flair because that man deserves it.
Wow, what an effort. That was 4.
Yes,
4 for Aversive that round.
I mean, talk about the quickness of game sense and just big brain plays. The one-way smoke coming up from Jet, right? And that might be it right there. I'm not sure if they're re-showing it, but the one-way smoke coming in here from Jet. Beautiful job from Phoenix. You'll see the one-way pop up. Phoenix instantly flashes, steps out, able to get the kill. What a flick here into the window. One more running down. And there's the Sova Dart with the intel. Tells him all he needs to know. 7 rounds in the chamber. Great job. You'll see a lot of people reloading in these situations. The man uses the full clip to the full potential. I'm loving this game right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Aversive, that was something special, right? I know for a fact I'm reloading probably 2-3 times in the middle of that. Person just knows, hey, got this. Every single kill comes with a crouch. Every single one, just precision straight through. Nothing wily or weird about it. Every kill coming through, easy peasy.
And man, I think it just really ignited a flame in him because there's 2 more. Wow. And now you have to deal with Neon. And now you have to deal with Aversive. And this team is just killing it out there.
Yeah, right? Aversive is like, hey, hand me the keys. I'm gonna drive for a little bit. I'm looking to get in the driver's seat and see what this thing will do, right? And making solid work of it.
And the economy now for this DNA diff team is just padded.
Yep.
I mean, they are just sitting so well. On the other hand, down to earth, it has all dwindled away. And now if they want to make a move, this is the round. But Neon waiting patiently here, and Omen could be a world of hurt on that other side.
Yeah, for sure. This is just, that Omen. Oh, it is a very scary spot. With Neon not only has op in hand, but has enough cash
and
sitting
there it is in the kill
pocket.
feed.
Ow!
Yeah, that was it. Neon creeping up there, able to get that kill on Yum, and they were both just kind of waiting each other out. But what a play by Neon to actually, Yum was holding the angle. Neon pushes into that with an op and still finds the kill.
Yeah,
and
Neon
really,
is just a difference maker. Really, I mean, this is special stuff that we're seeing from this player.
At this point, it's basically Neon and Aversive battling it out for that top spot. We do see a little spray coming through that utility there in B mid, and of course Cypher off in the link there. We do have kind of a 3-1 setup as they cheat towards this A-B side, and it does look like Thunder. It looks like this might be in their favor here, as this is the way D2E is going. Excuse me.
Yeah, D2E going through and saying, all right, we're going to make this push on A because we got the 30 seconds left. This is the only push they can make. But man, we talked about luck earlier, right? Luckily for the defenders, they chose to attack the one site that has 2 or 3 people on it. And then it goes their way. Defenders 6-1. Wow. DNA diff up 6-1 right now.
Aversive is looking like an absolute bully out there with that Vandal. 12-2-2 for him, 9-2-2 for the Neon with the off, 4-2-4 for Dubbin, 4-3 for Ico. Nick, the only one that's negative, but really that's because his team's getting so many kills. He's got a great job of smokes and utility to buy his team time when they need to rotate. And right now, this DNA diff is just a different team altogether.
They sure are. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, when your team is dominating this hard, it doesn't matter what frag you are. I mean, if I'm on a team that's performing this well, I don't care if I'm bottom frag. Not at all. I'm just ready to keep ripping because this team is putting together something really stellar.
Yep, and you're just feeling it, man. You guys are vibing together. You're going to win. There's a $300 prize pool. You've already got 2 in the bank, and you're 1 away from clutching, and there's Dubbin, and now Nick. They're all feeling it. 6-1, and D2E has got to find a way to extinguish this flame that is DNA diff.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they played so well on Bind, but now, Haven, you got this open map, and DNA diff is just like, hey, we got this. Oh, there comes the ulti. Oh, wow.
Yeah, beautiful job, too, on that default spot. Does find a hit. Everybody at half health now. Now the pressure coming in. Here's Sixpack. Tries to get up that turret to buy a little health. Hopefully peek off the turret, but now he's got to shoot the dart. Can't peek off the turret. Dubbin, phenomenal play. Young finds one. Now the smoke, or the blind, rather. Nick does get the kill through the smoke, though, and now Nick steps out. Cleaned up by Neon, and a beautiful op shot. 7-1, and it is not looking good for Down to Earth.
Yeah, it looks about as good as the prospects for Brim coming out of, or Breach rather, coming out of that smoke, because Breach was coming out of that smoke and had 3 AKs trained on him.
Yeah.
that's
right
about how it's
squad.
going for the attacking side right now. The defenders have just got this.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a completely different game than last game, unfortunately. D2E did really good on that attacking side previously, and DNA Diff is just really picking them apart. I don't know if they've looked at prior strategies, but, I mean, they're winning all their gun battles. Their crosshair placement is phenomenal, and the simple line is they're just popping heads.
Yeah, I mean, they are. And when you look at their 2 top frag players as having like 2 deaths apiece, I didn't even know that until they brought up the graphic just a few moments ago. That right there is stunning. Yeah. To have your top fraggers sitting at like 12 and 2, 9, 10 and 2, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
What?
At 8 rounds in at that, Neat finally able to kill Neon. There's Nick!
Ooh!
Picks up the up, finds the headshot through the box, and now he gets another. He says, hey, D2E, there ain't more than one opera over here, baby. And Ico finds another one. This team is just taking out the trash.
Yep. And there comes the ulti. Look at that. Big time in it. Aversive on the defuse. Gonna take it the whole way. Not gonna leave any for the team. Defenders win. Big time.
I mean, this down-to-earth team is so good, but DNA Diff right now making all the difference. The top 2 fraggers, a combined 23, 5, and 4. That is insane.
Yeah, and literally everybody's got money for an op except Nick, and Nick doesn't want one. So, hey, you're going into these next rounds no matter what happens, as long as you, even if you go down, right? Neon has got either their own op, or Neon has anybody else on the team to buy him an op for the next couple of rounds, right?
Yeah, 15 kills all together combined for D2E. 15 kills for the whole team, whereas your top 2 fraggers on the other team have 10 more kills than the whole other team combined. That just shows you how devastating this DNA Diff team is right now, guys. Yeah. We do have a technical pause coming out, so they are getting a few things worked out on that team. They're not sure what team, but we do have a technical pause here, guys. So we'll take you just a brief moment. Maybe, Thunder, you could tell us about some of these upcoming events.
Absolutely, I'd be happy to. Yes, so right now, what you guys are watching, you well know this, is InfernaLAN's monthly Valorant tournament. Okay, but the upcoming events that we have, LANFest is a nationwide group, right? We have, we're in 15 states, 18 chapters. May 14th through 16th is LAN All Night, a benefit for the North Texas Food Bank. May 20th is the game release for the longest road on Earth, and LANFest is going to be streaming it and just having a good time with that. Then on the 22nd, massive LAN with a CSGO tournament, and May 28th through 30th, InfernaLAN with a huge weekend of tournaments in about every esport you can think of.
Yeah, that total mayhem gonna be a good one here as Neon gets detained, tries to bait out the enemy as he was the only one detained, but D2E not gonna bite here. That bomb does go down, and hopefully a little change in pace as D2E looking a little stronger here this round. We can see Cypher waiting up in heaven, Fiber there down below as time ticks away, and really no aggressiveness toward this retake.
Yeah, I think at this point, DNA Diff knows they have a couple of key kills right there.
Embarrassing.
Ooh!
Dude, aversive right now. This man's crosshair placement, this man's tracking the transfer. This guy is a machine right now. He steps through, doesn't care, pumps ahead, has the time. Can he find it? No! What a play.
Wow, the attackers hold him off, but man, right there, getting through that Sova ulti was like, what? I have no idea how he survived that. Fantastic work, but just about a second too slow on that diffuse, man.
Yeah, imagine. But again, though, meanwhile, on the other side of things, D2E's economy still hurting. They have 3 Vandals, 2 people with half the armor. So again, they went around, but they still find themselves in trouble.
Yeah,
and a nice quick press though. Yeah, great ult here from Farmer, coming out with a double kill. Beautiful knife action. Now that plant there, bend to the back of sight, firing through the box, can't find the mark. Here comes that utility from Neat, gonna buy him some time. That drone, of course, coming out from Dubbin though. A six-pack is on that flank, could come up big, and he does with a huge double headshot. Dubbin though on that trade finds one. Here's the collat, doesn't line up. Yum finds the trade and down to earth. Finally trudging their way back into this one.
Round in the half.
Yep, down to earth. They're gonna take a round here, and they want to take this next one too. They really, really, really desperately need to carry some momentum into their defending half, because they're at a deficit right now that is really it's pretty startling. At the end of the day, this DNA diff team is coming in so strong. We keep, I mean, look at those stats. 26, 8, and 4. 26, 8, and 4 on their top 2 frags. What?
Yeah, Aversive. I mean, I thought it was all Neon, and then out of nowhere, Aversive has just been. It started with that double kill, and it just ignited a fire in this man. His game sense. I keep saying it. The transfers, the control of his spray. I'm really just having a lot of fun watching these two guys right now pop off.
Yeah, I'm learning stuff watching Aversive. Absolutely.
Exactly,
I'm learning things right here because some of these plays are just like, wait, what? That angle? Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's so much the average player can take away from this. Just the simple rotations, the different angles they hold in different rounds, how you don't want to always sit in the same spot. A lot of, basic common knowledge that you might not always think of, but these guys just make it look so easy, and they do it so well.
Yeah, sure do. Sure do. Wow, we're still... Oh, and there goes the first blood. Man, it took a while for somebody to go down.
Bro, this guy... the W key is his best friend. He has no fear. He just presses through. He pops heads. Enough said. Aversive is looking to be the match MVP as it's 9-3, and DNA Diff is just a beast right now.
Yeah, DNA Diff coming into this second half. I'm genuinely just kind of looking for a crack in their armor. I don't see it. I don't see a crack in the armor. Yeah. I don't see a break in the gameplay. I don't. DNA Diff, difference makers right now. They're up with a commanding lead, and this reverse sweep just got a whole lot harder.
I agree.
For Down to Earth, it just did.
And to only get 3 rounds there, I feel like a lot of times when you are attacking, there's three bomb sites, right? So the defense is going to be pretty spread out. A lot of times if you're pushing somewhere together, you can get those trades, at least get the bomb down. But we really didn't see a lot of that from Down to Earth. So I'm interested to see what the difference is going to be here for DNA Diff. Are they able to press these sites? Can they get these bombs down? As they're already on the C site, they're already popping heads, and we've got 2 that have to rotate all the way from A.
Yeah, they got a long run. The spike is not planted yet, so they are waiting and being very patient here, which I think is smart to do. But in a 3v2 situation, there's the smoke and there's the plant. Nice work. Cover your guy, get everything set, and now get yourself in order. And there it is. 1 player left.
Neon. He does not want Aversive to be the top guy. These guys are battling it out for the MVP, and they both are just putting on a phenomenal display, a beautiful performance. I couldn't be happier here to be casting it with you, Thunder.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely. So pleased and so happy to be here. This stuff is super, super impressive. Aversive and Neon duking it out on their own team, seeing, hey, who's going to take this? Like you said, who's going to take this MVP? Because everything that they're doing, every move that they make just seems so tight and so well put together. It's like, man, what do you bring to the table to break that or crack that even?
And Dubbin 10-4 with 9 assists, trying to sneak up on him as well. But, one thing I've noticed right now from D2E, though, we have the Ares there in Yum. We have a couple people with armor. We have a couple people with don't. We have some with Sheriff, some with the Classic. So we see kind of like a half scrounge buy coming out from some of the members, but not all the members. We generally like to see everybody kind of eco together so that we're buying together, we're saving together. You know, so I don't know if that has affected them a little bit or if they're really just holding on to try and grab any round that they can right now. But at any rate, it's not necessarily what I'd like to see happen.
Yep. I think that you make a great point. I think that it's tough to say what the right move is. Ooh, and now we're down to a 2v2. This can get interesting here.
A beautiful shot from Bats there with that Wandig, but it's Nick looking extra thick with that double kill. And now they find themselves up 11-3, 2 away from match point. And right now it's really just all DNA diff.
Yep. You know, again, looking at the way that they're playing, looking at the way that they're making things happen, it's just so hard to get around what this team is bringing as just a force, you know? I mean, they're using their utility so well. They're smart about what they're buying. I want to say that for D2E at this point, you know, doing these sort of half buys or partial buys amongst the team is kind of what they have to do. They're so far behind, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you gotta bring at least some firepower because you can't risk the round.
I feel you. I mean, exactly. You know, it just goes one or two ways, and you just hope for the best. But now Nick picking them apart with some really nice headshots there, some good control sprays. We see a lot more of that Spectre now as well. That Stinger got nerfed, and just a beautiful shot here from Bats, though. Through the box. Great job by him to come away with that kill. Now it makes it 3-3, and definitely a more winnable round here.
Yep, certainly.
I love Marshall kills, too, I must confess.
Yeah, it's a weapon that I hate to use, but the people who are good enough with it and can get those one-tappers, man, super impressive.
Ico, though, able to clean up there with the Bulldog. And also, you know, speaking of the Bulldog, I feel like that is a very slept-on weapon. That 3-round burst from a distance is nasty.
It sure is. It sure is. Here we come into the replay. There's that Marshall kill you were talking about. Bop. That'll do it. Man.
Yeah.
What an effort right now out of DNA Diff to come into this map and say, hey, we're ready to take this whole thing.
Yeah.
We're ready to just end this now.
It honestly doesn't even look like the same two teams. That last game was so close.
Yeah.
I really did not see this coming at all. I mean, just blindsided by this wrecking ball that is DNA Diff. And there he steps out. Neat, though. Able to find a nice kill here onto Aversive as Nick does get the trade, but now Six-Pack waiting on the back of the site, waiting for that Sova dart. You saw him looking up at the wall. He knew it was coming. And now he's in a good spot. He does have the grenades there. Jet's in. He's going to single off Jet as well. But Neon steps out. And, man, this dude is just, him and Aversive both, just so much fun to watch here tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're just putting together some absolutely stylish plays and stylish wins. We see a round go the way of the defenders. It still is match point, right? And this D2E team has got a long road ahead if they are going to take this thing, you know, to DNA Diff. But yeah. DNA Diff, they just, I mean, it just feels like every time you turn around, they've got an answer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Agreed. Yeah, they're very good at adapting to these strats, reacting. You know, they struggled a little bit on bind, but I mean, they obviously know this map very well. And it shows 12-4 match point here. In order for D2E to win this, it's going to be nothing short of a miracle, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. You know, a map like Bind, you know, that can be a little bit of an equalizer. Look at this ulti come in. Who's going to get? Oh. Delvin coming through. He's got that spike.
Yeah, Six-Pack with a nice kill up top. Ico able to find one. Now the intel coming out from Cypher, though.
Oof.
And that is going to be the spots that they do need. Have some idea.
We're not in 2v2, though. This is getting interesting here.
Yeah, now in a 2v1,
got some work to do.
And it seems DNA has favored this C site. Killjoy, Jet, both remaining patient here as they kind of cheat towards that garage, but again, you know, plenty of time, 45 seconds. I love this play here. When you're in these 2v1s or 3v2s, whatever it might be, when you're outnumbered, it is so good. to try and lurk around a little bit. Try and find somebody, try and get a kill before you get that plant.
30 seconds
That
left.
way, they don't have an idea of where you're at. But now this team rotating all the way to A. Great job by Silva sniffing this out. He should be able to get a really nice plant here and just hang back and buy some time.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, this is great out of Dubbin right here to recognize that, hey, I'm at the disadvantage, and anything giving away my position is also going to put me at a disadvantage for a matter of, right, that 20 seconds that he was lurking about. Really nice stuff. Really nice stuff.
Yeah.
And now with an opportunity to take out these two players, let's see what they got. The defuse is going.
Yeah.
The ult. Oh, wow.
Ooh, but he misses the shock dart, unfortunately. And that's another round for DT. But yeah, I mean, to touch base on that just a little more, I love the fact that he doesn't rotate as well, because you spend all that time lurking, right? If you're able to find the kill, that really works out in your favor. But for some reason in that situation, you don't find that kill. You've now taken so much time that team has rotated all the way over to A. You now have that plant with ease, so it's almost a win-win. I often prefer that than actually long rotating over silent.
Yep. Yeah.
Placing sentry.
Right. All right, so 12-5. Again, match point for all the marbles. That $300 prize pool in play here as well as go. What a Juan Dig on the upper. You have to feel like a maniac after that one.
Yeah, if you one up somebody who's got an op faced at you, man, you are feeling solid.
Especially with a sheriff. And I mean, if they win on this round, what a round to win on here, as Silva is all that's left and he is in trouble.
Yeah, he's in big trouble. I mean, both of these Silvas have been playing very, very well, but there it is.
There it is,
Flawless
the
for
4K from
attackers.
Neon.
Woo!
And with that 4K, that might have put Neon on the top of the leaderboard for that MVP. I am unsure, but at any rate, hats off to the legends, DNA Diff, and what a performance they put on there in that final game.
Yeah, I mean, just next level. Just next level. It's the only way I have to put it. When you see how tight that first matchup was, coming into that second one, I'm going to speak for myself, but I think I can also speak for you, and that we expected to see something much tighter. We did.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, that DNA Diff team, they just brought something special to that Haven map. They just brought it all. They were firing on all cylinders. It didn't seem like there were any mistakes made. And all of a sudden, bam, what a commanding win for them. Yep. Absolutely stellar stuff. It's been an amazing night of Valorant. Thank you all for being here. Haughtsauce, man, I've had an amazing time casting with you, boss.
This one of the best times I've had as well. Just a great time, guys. Don't forget to join us. Same thing, InfernaLAN monthly Valorant tournament number 5, May 25th and 26th. LANFest.com/merch, as well as NWEsports.com. Make sure you check them out, guys. On behalf of LANFest, InfernaLAN, NWES, myself, and Thunder, thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, y'all.